In a few seconds.
Alright. Hello, internet peoples.
And it looks like we're finally good to go. God damn.
Right.
Hey, we're back for our double header of 358 since we've finally got caught up on our bullshit. And part 4 is a bit shorter than I expected, but we kind of reached the denouement at the end of the last part. We kind of reached what this whole plot's been kind of going for, so now we just kind of have to pick up the pieces after we learn the... I guess it's... Would you call it a big secret, or was it just the thing that was happening in the background this whole time?
Thing happening in the background this whole time.
Because the last thing we learned was that, apparently we've been indirectly siphoning off the, memories of, Sora, which has been preventing him from awakening in that bubble that Naminé has.
Wait, did we know that? I don't remember learning that necessarily.
It was in the last cutscene right before we, decided to quit. It was that meeting between Riku and Naminé when they were at their little table.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, that's what they were talking about. And now Riku's gonna do something about it.
He's gonna go beat us up.
So yeah, we're probably about 3/4 of the way through at this point. We've got about, like I said, we probably got 24 missions left to go. I have no idea how long this is gonna be. We've also got the Ruler in the Sky to deal with. We got the boss rush mission as well. So we kind of got some things to do. We got some short things to do. I don't know how this is gonna pan out, but hey, we're gonna try, because we got another block of 3.
We start the day with a Wonderland.
Yes, so
mission.
We have to go locate a giant heartless somewhere.
God damn it, do I love these missions. We're in Wonderland, the best world.
Oh yeah, I haven't been reading the text, so all I really know is that the Cheshire Cat's
I also
around.
haven't been reading the text because I'm trying to find my headphones.
Never mind, we're just immediately getting into the fight with Trickmaster.
Perfect. That actually makes this not as bad.
Yeah, like I said, I looked through the walkthrough on this one. It seems like there's going to be a bunch of short missions. There's going to be a bunch of long missions. I don't really know which one's going to win out, so we're just going to have to wait and see.
Gotcha.
As I
Beat 'em up.
relearn the controls. Don't worry, I'll get it. I'll get back on my bullshit in a second. I just have to figure out what the fucking
button you're gonna
jump
want to
button is.
find first is the lock on button. I feel like that would help.
Well, we also got that freaking power up like 2 parts ago that automatically locks onto enemies, so I don't really have to. And we also upgraded to the aerial keyblade to really dish out some damage.
I think we have the best version of the aerial keyblade available right now. That's what I believe we're using. Oops, stuff on a bottle.
If you can't tell, my co-commentator is currently on his phone for recording, which is just because, you know, we're during the holiday season, so...
Don't have my computer.
We're just all kind of in a weird place for right now.
Are you at your family's house, or are you still at your own house?
No, I'm at my place, my new place. I'm actually planning on doing the housewarming at the end of next month. I put that out on Facebook to see if anyone was interested.
Yeah, I saw that. I just haven't really responded yet to it.
I'll probably send out a reminder in a couple of weeks and see if there's anyone actually interested, because I sent it out to quite a few people.
I think a couple people said maybe.
I even sent out to like a bunch of my old friends like Michaela, who got married, and Justin Frericks from back in the day, but I'm kind of doubtful those are going to go anywhere.
Gotcha. Can you hear me better? I put on a headset that goes into my phone.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting a lot of the background noise. On my end, people might be getting background noise because my dryer is actually above this room. So
I was gonna say I'm not hearing anything, so I don't think they are.
Okay, that's good. Oh, great! Crimson Prankster transformed into 2 again.
Is that a thing this enemy can just do?
I don't know. I thought we'd be fighting one of him. I didn't think the 2 of. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I mean, he's only got 4 health bars, so I'm not really that worried. I mean, I cut one down in like 2 minutes. It's not that
Fair.
big of a deal. Plus,
Just time consuming.
well, that's this game in a nutshell. We need the padding, otherwise the story would be lame.
Fair.
So yeah, Don't worry, I got a couple of topic ideas for when we get to the infamous part that we talked about yesterday, and I think last part, cause...
Alright, you hit a leg spike really bad there.
I did, goddamn. Well...
Yeah, so I assume it affected the stream too, but for a second the game was lagging, you were lagging. Everything from your end was lagging on my end.
Well, I still see that I have 5 bars on the old internet, so I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it bounced back.
I mean, I've got good internet. I'm actually, surprisingly out here, I actually have fiber, so I actually have a gig plan for Mediacom, and it actually fucking works, surprisingly.
Nice.
I mean, you're not gonna see that everywhere. Like, not a lot of companies would be investing in fiber in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, if anyone needs an ISP, try Mediacom. I'd recommend it. They aren't a bunch of complete shitbags, apparently. I mean, it was...
Unlike most internet companies.
I mean, the problem with why... I don't really need a gig plan, but the problem is that the next level down is like 300 meg, which is a huge fucking drop.
Well, that one's almost dead. You might as well kill it instead of switching to this one.
Well, to be honest, I think they're constantly splitting health, so if I'm able to get the higher one down more to the half, then they're not going to be able to respawn at higher health.
Gotcha.
Which I think might be the gimmick of this. Which I mean, it's not as bad as Emerald Serenade, which was just complete garbage. That's when I think you decided to go get. I think that's when you decided to start drinking last time, which was appropriate.
I don't know. Yeah, it was probably yeah. That's the thing we had to chase around forever.
Yeah, the thing that did like 18 loops.
Yes, that was roughly around the time I started drinking, I think.
And then I started.
I am also having wine with this episode, but not as much.
Well, I mean, it's freaking Christmas. It's fair enough.
It's Christmas Eve, yeah.
Well, we decided not to do it after Christmas, which was, appropriate.
All right.
Ah, you're splitting. Come on. Roxas, get your fucking ass over there. Okay, so we should be good. Like, Crimson Pranksters are done. Now we just have to kill 20 enemies, and then we'll be able to get back to size and end the mission. Unless there's gonna be a frickin' twist. Is there?
Not at the moment, at least.
At least they animated him falling over. So yeah, right now, Xion went missing, and I guess Axel and Roxas are gonna look for her after work. And everyone's kind of annoyed because, with another member gone, everyone else has to do extra work.
Oh, boo-hoo. She was in a coma forever, too, so it's not like it's anything new for them.
He's the Cheshire Cat. That's what he is. That might be deep if you decide to connect it to anything that made sense. Instead of just reciting platitudes at us.
No, he's saying it about whether or not he's an enemy or an ally.
Yeah. Roxas, get over yourself, Jesus. Believe in your friends, for starters. I mean, you already do that. I love how I found the block button I never have to use before a jump.
Well.
And hey, no enemies, so we're actually just good to get out of here.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Choke chest.
Oh, Thundera, I'll definitely use that. Hey, it's Beast Castle. We haven't seen this in probably like 100 days.
True, we haven't been to Beast Castle in a while.
Which is exactly why Xion is hiding here! She's under that statue. Roxy gonna look? I think that's the first time that we see Roxas go somewhere else after work this entire time.
No, I mean, technically he goes from whatever world he was in to, Twilight Town or whatever.
Yeah, but he never, like, spends his after-work time in any other location besides Twilight Town. Okay, let's go. Oh, we're actually going to Beast Castle this time. Huh. Hey, Axel's with us, too. This is gonna be a good day.
Eliminate deserters. Those things that run really fast. Alrighty.
And there they are. Ah, shit. Of course.
And there's that guy who makes things invincible.
And he has 7 health bars.
Well, yeah, but if you separate him from the book, he can't make things invincible.
Axel, why the fuck did you throw your fireball into the frickin' top of the door? This guy doesn't even move. That was the easiest fucking target.
Remember to fight in the air where you actually have more than like 2 hit strings.
Poor ground-based enemy. Why? Oh, he's targeting the deserters. He's actually doing something useful. He killed one in 1 shot.
He's running back to his book.
Come on, come on. So I think I wanted to ask you, since we're kind of getting more towards the finale of this game, is, you know, just your honest opinion. What do you think about it?
As of right now, it's an anime game, I guess. I don't know. The gameplay is butts. The story's fine. Like, it's interesting. It's fun. Like, I don't dislike it, but I don't have any strong opinions about the story so far.
Oh, fair enough. And maybe the ending will change your mind. I mean, some things will happen at least.
But yeah, I think the gameplay is kind of balls.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a huge obstacle to playing this at all. What the hell? I think I just glitched out for a second because it just like... Or his attack string is a lot better than I think it is. Because I should not be able to, like, glide for 80 feet along the floor. Okay, deserters, time to fuck you up. We got the dynamic duo here. You're not... You're no chance.
So far, I was gonna say, so far, Axel's getting most of the kills.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm gonna have to do double duty then, to get him.
Because they run away and then they get hit by a fireball.
I made him in fun of his fireball at the start of the mission, and bam, they just insta-kill things. I thought the whole gimmick of the deserters where they turn around and attack us when we kill one of them.
Nah, right now they're just deserting, I guess.
I mean, I would appreciate them to stop moving. Well, another 3 of them. Hey, you want to throw out some more fireballs, Axel? I mean, my magic's completely useless, but yours apparently isn't.
He's out of mana.
Fucking, you should have invested in elixirs. Don't you know the Square Enix rule? You need both.
It's nice that they just kind of keep respawning right here, so we're gonna kill all the ones we need right here.
Yeah, might as well get the spawn camping going. Come on!
Oh, he got one with the fireball.
Got him. Hell yeah. Another mission done. Seems like we're gonna be able to knock out these 3-pack real frickin' quick. Unless the last mission is the one I'm dreading the hell out of. Well, I'm not gonna fight him. We're already done with the mission. Fuck that guy. Fuck you!
And then Roxas went to look
at the
in
moon.
Halloween Town.
She's not on the moon, I don't think. She's not on that hill. Damn it, I couldn't find her. Damn it, she's been gone for 3 days.
2 days later.
We'll have to presume she died. No way she could survive on her own for a whole 2 days. Well, this is just a bullshit mission. Let's get
Team
to
up
it.
with Luxord and collect hearts in Halloween Town.
Hey, yep. Okay, Luxor, get your cards ready. We got shit to do.
It's time to duel. And by that I mean kill Heartless.
Yeah, just throw a... Yeah. Just throw a Blue Eyes at him. That'll do the job. Why'd they have to send the toughest Heartless in the universe at us? Look at this fucking asshole. Like,
Beyblade, let it rip. I don't know.
we'll have to get on a giant dirigible and fight him in a tournament. In order to win,
Quick.
I don't know, the Millennium Puzzle.
I was gonna say, it's Gearfried the Iron Knight.
And his friend,
it is.
Gearfried the Freed Knight. Or whatever his fucking name is.
There's Gaia, the Fierce Knight.
Yeah, but where's this Curse of Dragon? Why aren't you riding a dragon?
Cause someone doesn't have polymerization.
Luxord, you didn't build your deck correctly, you fucking idiot.
Well, these aren't. No, these are the opponent's monsters. Luxord has yet to summon anything.
I don't know, he keeps summoning blank cards, I guess.
No, he keeps activating traps and spells.
You can't defeat everything with 7 Tools of the Bandit, okay? That's not a good strategy, Luxord. You have to keep, like, discarding cards. I mean, modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is so fucked up that this might actually be a legit strategy.
I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Just has power creep, and the game's,
Didn't rectify that at all.
well, no, I mean, you can't really undo power creep unless you just want to mass ban stuff.
Well, you should probably get on top of that then. Because,
I mean, the game's playable. Like, you have to just kind of, tournament-wise, I feel like the game's probably not fun because it's probably a lot of, like, turn one, like, watch as someone summons an assload amount of shit and then just instant wins. But, like, in casual play, you just kind of don't build those decks.
yeah, but then you get the
And
one
stick
guy at
to
school
some
who
of the
fucking
more
figures it out
fun
and he ruins
matches.
everything.
Well, no, it's just kind of a gentleman's agreement. Like, the second that happens, you just stop playing with that person.
I suppose
That's how that
fair.
goes. Like, if someone's gonna be the asshole who built the deck that just auto wins on turn one, if they get the, whatever, then you just kind of don't play with them, and you just, everybody you play with just has to have the gentleman's agreement of, we're gonna build decks that are good and can do crazy fun shit, but they're not gonna be so busted that at turn one they just kind of win.
Yeah, isn't that the same problem with, like, I don't know what the hell it's called, like the Magic 100 card, every card's different format?
Yeah, EDH or Commander, those are the two names of it.
I love how
on,
this guy's
1 second.
glitching the hell out. I'm doing after images, but I can't move! Fuck! I put all my stat points into useless skills! Yeah, eat it, Dual Blade. You fucking did your skill tree wrong.
But yeah, EDH, I don't think EDH is a one-turn win, just because of the nature of it's really hard to build. But there's a lot of, like, instant win combos that can be built in, like, EDH or just kind of any Magic deck in theory, as long as you're, like, tournament rules specify that you have to use what they call as the standard, which is so many, you can only go back so many sets. So older cards eventually get timed out, right?
Yeah, I know.
You can
how
only
the
go back
standard
like 4
works.
printings of stuff. So like that keeps kind of Magic at the same level always, because everybody's stuck using the same stuff.
With the flip side, that Wizards of the Coast has to constantly keep releasing cards that essentially do the same thing over and over again.
Certain things, yeah, and then because there's certain standard things that have to constantly be reprinted, and then they need to.
Holy shit!
And then people need to, buy. People need to keep buying cards too. That's the other thing that gets you in.
Okay, let's get to the actual important thing.
But yeah, EDH, at least when I played it, was kind of, people would set up kind of instant win combo cards, and the whole strategy was to just kind of keep nuking the board until someone gets lucky and gets theirs up. And so it's just every turn, everything's getting wiped off the board, so absolutely no one has anything in play until someone eventually manages to get something in play long enough that they instant win. And that's kind of how EDH can go.
Oh, okay.
Once again, you can make a gentleman's agreement again. Anyway, he's avoiding me. I want to talk to Axel about Xion, but I can't seem to get 10 seconds with the guy. He had that one mission with him. What am I supposed to do? I can't believe he's avoiding me. We're supposed to be friends.
I don't know, Roxas. Maybe you should do something. I mean, you've been looking for her, so I guess you have been doing something, but... You can do things! You have legs and hands and a brain.
Alright, by the sea. I don't remember much about today's mission, just that it was by the beach, or was it? The mission didn't even feel real. Me and Axel agreed to start looking for Xion tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that was that weird cutscene with Xion for some reason, and everyone kept turning into other people.
Oh, gotcha. And then no sign of her. I've looked everywhere for Xion in every world, but there's just no sign of her. Where is she? Why did she leave the organization? I don't get it. Any of it.
I mean, I didn't think she left the organization. She just kind of left. I think she's gonna come back at some point.
She went AWOL.
Which she's not allowed to do, but everyone doesn't give a shit. Zigbar, she's missing. I'm not running wild, I'm just going places. Why is that weird? I'm not going AWOL, I constantly come back.
Because you're not supposed to be going places you're not told to go, I guess?
If you have time to gawk, go find some treasure. Well, did I? Oh, wow, I'm really down. If I need to be at 240 by now.
What do we have? Did he say what we're at?
He said we're at about 150 treasure boxes, and we need to be around 240.
So we're about 100 down.
Which is a lot. Hey, we got ranked up again. Isn't that like 3 days ago we got a last rank?
Master rank.
Hey, we can play another character in mission mode, a thing I totally want to do.
I also think that Master rank unlocks more shit at the shop. Doesn't it?
Oh no, we're going back to the fucking games.
Wait, hold on. Check the shop, see if there's new stuff. Never mind.
Nah, we'll go to the shop afterwards. We gotta go be an Olympian now. We totally have a lot of time to waste being an Olympian. I think we don't even give a shit to do.
But yeah, I'm glad I stopped playing trading card games because butts is that a lot of money sink.
Well, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people stopped playing trading card games because, you know, a big reason for it was to just socialize in high school.
True, but I mean, I was playing it. Yeah, I kind of stopped Magic after high school. But yeah, I don't think I really touched Magic after high school.
So apparently, we got ordered to be an Olympian just as a bullshit excuse to kill more Heartless, which is, I guess, efficient.
I mean, that's what they've done every time they sent you here.
Yeah, but, you know, half the time we're, like, killing specific Heartless, at least. I've been gone for a month. You can't handle being apart for that long. I'm fucking training. Can't you tell him?
It's just like I haven't seen you in a while. He's just curious how you doing.
I mean, I guess we're one of the 3 people he knows his entire life, so I guess that's kind of fair. He doesn't have any friends. I mean, Zach's not in this game, so I guess he's just really bored. And now we'll have another vision for some reason. It's a fucking vision quest, and we don't understand what it means. Because Roxas is too dense to ask the pertinent questions. He's just kind of bumbling around and hoping he figures it out. Okay, what the fuck is he talking about? Okay, now he's talking about secrets.
Well, I think he asked something about what's going on in Roxas' life, and Roxas was just like, yeah, you know, yeah. And he's like, yeah, okay, I get it.
Well, I'm ordered to be in, so I kind of have to. You only have like 3 competitors. Why don't you just hand me a title for showing up? It's not like there's any preparation I need to do. If I needed to prep, I needed to go back to the castle, so of course I'm ready to go. What the fuck am I gonna fucking do here? in the 3 rooms I'm allowed to go in. Because this world is tiny. Okay, let's get to it. More barrel combat. So you,
This auto-lock thing bouncing around is really annoying.
Yeah.
Like, we can't stay locked on the one target.
I don't really have a problem with it because we need to kill everything anyway. So, I mean, it's not like it's a waste of time to flip between targets.
I mean, I guess my mind says, like, the more targets they are, the alive at a time, the more likely they are to hit you, to kind of, like, knock you from attacking for a little bit. So, like, if you kill one, that's one less thing hitting you.
Well, you know, we'll eventually kill something. We'll kill that air battler for one. And then, hey,
Yeah,
you
there we
have
go.
2 targets. I mean, at least they put the barrels, like, way far away in the corner, so I don't even have to fucking think about them.
Fair.
I don't know,
The
like,
games!
Olympus is obsessed with barrels for whatever fucking reason. I love how when they ran out of, like, actual targets, now they're just targeting the barrels, because I guess they're like, hey, we need to constantly keep flipping between targets, because they're used to that, so let's just flip between that and the bullshit targets. Because this is a useful mechanic.
Well, my thought is maybe, is there a button that you're hitting that maybe switches, like, an arrow key or something that switches targets?
Yeah, maybe.
That you, like, maybe sometimes press when the enemy moves, like, because we're so defaulted in on, like, enemy moved, I have to move too, that you might be swapping targets because of how the game works, and that the lock-on will auto-move us to the enemy, and so we don't need to worry
I mean,
about
yeah,
pressing any movement keys.
I'm trying to keep my hand off the controller because I usually hold it forward. I don't know if that's helping or not.
I have no idea. No, I mean, it looks like when the enemy moves, sometimes it'll get out of your vision, and then it'll auto-lock you onto the nearest random crap.
Yeah, maybe it's just the camera being shitty is doing that.
Yeah, it's the auto-lock combined with the enemy, like, jumping behind you. It'll, like, unlock the enemy and then lock onto the thing that's nearest to you, which will be a barrel.
I mean, I could try to do manual switch of the camera. Maybe that'll help. Because I have manual control of the freaking camera, at least. Okay, we got him. Oh, wow, that's a little tiny bit.
Alright, like, 1 of 4 or 5 down. It looks like 4 or 5.
Ugh, Olympus, why? I don't know, maybe one of the rounds will be, like, really short or something. Hey, I can hit the barrels at them, maybe they'll hit. If I can hit someone with a barrel, it's usually an instant kill, so maybe it's worthwhile.
Did you get it?
I mean, I'm getting points.
Alright, must be hitting them.
I mean, that's kind of one thing about a shitty game, is that, when you have mechanics like this, they tend to, help you out a little bit. I don't have to worry about missing, because the game is just mechanically designed to hit no matter what.
I mean, kind of. I noticed there was one that missed because of the... You have to at least hit it in the direction of the enemy. If you would, like, hit it the opposite direction, it misses.
I mean, I definitely like this combat. I don't even have to think. And we're good. Yeah, I'm thinking 5's the number.
It's like hitting fish with barrels.
Which are also inside the barrels. Oh, great, ice cubes. Hit barrels at him. It's the only way. Eat barrel. Wait, that even hit anything?
I do not know. I wasn't watching your,
Barrel, come on, I hit you enough. Buckets, stop
but
fucking
you're not
with me,
locked
barrel.
on the barrel. You're not locked on the barrel, so...
Oh, fuck you, barrel. Oh yeah, this fucking bullshit teleport magic that I thought was exclusive to the mage type enemies. I didn't think these snow crystals actually used them. This is a lovely combination.
It's the cannon. The cannon's the thing that's teleporting you. When the cannon strike hits you, it teleports you.
Maybe I should go back to the barrels. This doesn't seem like a good strat.
No, because you keep getting frozen because they're alternate attacks.
Okay, let's get back to the barrels.
Did it hit one? No. It didn't. Your hearts didn't go up.
Okay, well.
Oh, so that's the strat. Okay. The enemy strat is the teleporter guy wants to hit you so that the ice guys can, like, trap you.
Which would
until
probably
you
be
die.
Which would probably be more pertinent if we didn't have infinite health on.
No, yeah, but like that's the strategy to this puzzle. Is you have to be careful and avoid the teleporter guy's attacks because then you get, teleported into the ice guys.
And hitboxes? What's that? We don't know. Cause that fucking like mortar shot of his was not even close to hitting me. You go back and review that footage. That wasn't. Oh, I love how when I get teleported, I'm still frozen, just to make it even worse. Because we'll retain that just to piss you off. These guys have like super armor on, which is making it really bad. Because I can't fucking.
It's almost like they're armored with ice.
Oh my god, I can't break the ice because they're entirely made out of it. Ah. Well, it's too bad I didn't invest in magic. Because Fyro would frickin' clean these guys' clocks. I love how I'm talking about strategy in a game that's this stupid. Like, look at this fucking game. What's strategy gonna help you out in any of this?
The ice crystals are almost dead now, so at least there's that. Like, this one's on its last leg.
We got another 2 rounds to go! Because this game knows what's fun!
Maybe one of the rooms will be like the second room, where it's very easy to hit everything with barrels.
Yeah, we'll have to just keep investing in barrel research, because that's going to be how you win this. Again, that guy who's launched behind me, that wasn't even fucking right. How did that hit me? Fuck you! Fucking ass game. You're giving all the points, you're giving all the weight to this guy, and he can't even damage me. I don't even think he can damage me. It doesn't seem like it's in his remit, too.
I mean, I don't know if the teleporter thing does damage or not.
Love my 2-dimensional weapon. It's definitely the best of the business. Oh, that looks like a good mashup there. Okay, where are my barrels? Damn, where the fuck are my barrels at? I need to get the fish in the barrel in order to attack all the bad guys.
I don't see any barrels, so just go beat them up.
God damn. Of all the fucking rounds to not have barrels in, you pick this one. The one with the laser dudes. The guys who are made of lasers. It's my Second Amendment right to shoot you with lasers. You leave me out of this with my uncontrollable attack pattern. I don't even know what I'm doing, but I have the right to do it, goddammit. I'll shoot
like
anybody.
A true American. I don't know what I'm doing, but I goddamn want the right to do it.
I'll shoot indiscriminately if I want to, because this gun doesn't even have a control option. I did read the instruction manual enough to understand how the trigger works. Now it's just firing into the wall, into the ceiling, into George. Fucking George.
Oh man, poor George.
George, I told you we should have read the instructions, but you told me, oh no, that'd be too dumb. We don't need instructions for the gun, for the lasers. We got the license to use these lasers, and we'll use them anytime and any way we wish.
Well, they're all dead now, so there ain't none of them anymore.
Oh yeah?
Now it's just this ice guy.
I told you, George, it was a bad idea to invest in the cannon that can only shoot ice cubes at people. That was a dumb idea, and you said it was a good idea. Now look where we are.
Dead by a guy who has a 2-dimensional weapon.
Some asshole busted into the wall and killed us just because we were launching lasers at him.
At least the last one's a 1v1 with this dude.
Yep. We gotta kill this asshole who we've killed 2 of already.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we basically just killed 2 of these a moment ago. I think it has, like, maybe more health than the other one did.
No, I think it's equal because he's got 5 bars.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know what his gimmick is.
Well, I thought
supposed to
the
be.
other one had blue swords. Like, I think the color is different, which is why I thought maybe this one had more HP or something. Because this one has red swords, and I think the one
It
we
doesn't
just
seem
killed
like
had
he's
blue
different
swords.
at all, because he has tornado powers, he does the block, and then he just
Well,
stands
yeah, I
there.
see. I feel like his attacks are going to be the same, but maybe his he has more HP, or he's like a slightly different, like just a HP wise difference because he's red and the other one was blue.
Hey, non-existent audience, is this exciting for you? You know, having a guy in armor stand here and let me wail on him for 30 seconds, and then he throws a tornado at me? Who misses? Hey, did you see that glide, audience, who's not even here? This is
I didn't.
This is a pretty good metaphor for 90% of the people who are on Twitch. Because it's kind of just this.
You know, it's fun.
I mean, it's a good time. I get to see interesting things. We get to engage in lawyer speak. Eventually next week.
Oh yeah, I was like, what are you talking about, lawyer speak? Yeah, next week we're playing Ace Attorney, so yes,
Because
we have to be lawyers.
We'll be back on our regular schedule. Not have any more, hopefully not have any more backups to deal with. It'll just be smooth sailing from here on in. Yeah, I know I was pretty awesome. Roxas hasn't changed over an entire year of doing this job where he just kills people over and over again. Well, say what you're gonna say. It's not like I'm coming back here. It's probably my last mission in Olympus.
One can hope.
I love
Olympus
how
is kind of a boring world.
I love how half the worlds in this frickin' place are just complete bullshit.
I was gonna say the only two that I feel like are bad are Wonderland, and then this one's just kind of like really lame. Like I wouldn't say this is bad; it's just really lame. Like it's one room, and that makes it really lame. But like Halloween Town is fine.
Yeah, I mean, at least
Aladdin Land, Agrabah's fine.
they're just kind of a bit too big for their own use.
Beast's Castle is probably the best one.
We're
I think.
really grasping at straws here.
I mean, there's only like 5 in the game, so...
You know which world is actually the best? It's this world, where we have all the story.
I guess, but we don't really do much here. Like, I feel like it's been forever since we did an actual mission here.
I actually swear like one of the last 7 we did was here, I just can't remember it.
Oh, yeah, no, the first one after Xion came out of the coma was here. And then she collapsed, like, right before the final fight. And then Axel grabbed her, and then you had to, like, solo fight whatever monster was.
Yeah, it's almost like Roxas should have been asking about Castle Oblivion in the first place, instead of going to every other world first.
Right?
Yeah, Axel, tell me what's going on. Because obviously I can't figure it out.
What is Castle Oblivion?
That white place, the last time we saw her, I think she...
No, I know, I'm speaking for Roxas.
Oh, okay.
I know what Castle Oblivion is.
I thought you were being legit because I'm not really used to you doing bits.
Fair.
Wait, why would you just admit that? I thought it was supposed to be a secret.
I mean, at this point, I feel like Axel just doesn't give a shit. Like, he's just done. He's like, fine, fuck it, I'll give away company secrets. They don't fucking pay me enough.
Yeah, but he's still frickin' being obtuse about it because... He knows the reason she went there, he's just not telling Roxas what it is. And that's also bullshit because he probably knew from the start what the answer was. Probably didn't want to hurt her feelings in that classic movie trope or something. It's like, you shouldn't be asking the questions, they'll only hurt you in the end, but I gotta ask the questions! It's my life, Axel! It's my life and you don't understand!
Alright, let's check the shop for new stuff.
Hey, we only got 50 days left in this whole bit. Because it's almost day 300. Oh, the imposter's around again. God, how long has it been since we dealt with the imposter? Like 100 days?
What? Have we dealt with the imposter?
No, I think Xion was the only one, because Xion was the one who got her ass kicked by the imposter.
Which is Riku, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, I think that's pretty well established at this point that the imposter is Riku. Because he's wearing their robes.
Yeah.
There is a reason why he's wearing their robes instead of just because it looks cool. Like, there's actually a plot reason, sort of.
It's so that people think he's one of them. You know, imposter.
Actually, that's not the reason either.
Hmm.
I mean, it helps him in being
Check the shop.
It helps him in disguising himself, obviously, but that's not, like, the actual reason why he picked him up in the first place.
Alright, let's take a look here. Buy.
Buy this. Right
Okay,
out of the
Mega Potion, Mega Ether. Any new weapons we should be aware of?
There's a new block command. Let's see. We got champion gear for quite a lot of money. High strength and ground combo.
Okay. And let's go and look at what we can build. See if there's something new we can build.
Yeah, it might be running on the same point. Oh wait, this isn't right. Is it redeem? No, it is synthesize.
No, it's synthesize.
Okay, let's take a look. We got crisis gear for quite a bit of money. We can actually build that. It transforms our longer ground and aerial combat. This is the not plus version of the thing that was in the shop, so...
And then what's hazard gear?
What is hazard gear? Oh, high magic and combo reach.
Okay, so let's take a look at what we have equipped right now. I want to know what... And then maybe the Rage Gear 5 is better.
I'm thinking that we should synthesize the Rage Gear and buy the Champion Gear and try them out.
Might be worth, yeah. We also have 2 level ups to equip, it looks like.
Oh, damn, let's get those in there.
No. On page 2 we have a slot that we can put in there.
Put it in the slot. Put it in the slot. Holy shit, we got a level tripler I forgot about. Get that fucking shit in there right now, bitches. That's an additional 3 levels.
Now grab that level from the other side that's sitting by itself and go put it in a doubler.
Boom! We just leveled up like 5 times.
Well, the level tripler would have gave us 6 additional levels on top of the... Because 3 times 3 is 9, so we would have got 6 additional levels out of that.
Okay, so we're using the Nimble Gear plus 4.
Okay, so yeah, let's go buy the Rage Gear plus 5, or synthesize that one, and then buy the Champion plus 1.
Well, I guess you're right. We ranked up in new stuff that's actually good. Actually,
Yeah, every time we ranked up, we got new shit at the...
Synthesize and buy the Champion Gear because it looks cool. Probably. Any rings of worth?
Lucky Star, I guess.
Well, it'd be probably fine if we
I
could
think
afford it.
our critical ring is fine.
Yeah, the rings aren't really the
Alright, which one we
maker.
equipped him first? Here?
I'm thinking Rage Gear just to check it out.
Sounds good.
These are the decisions that'll make or break our entire build, and then we'll fix it immediately. And then let's put in the slots, because we need all those slots to power up the power. And we can put in all the slots, because that's what matters. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, it looks kind of cool.
It's all edgy, because it's covered in edges. And speaking of edges, I've actually started playing Devil May Cry this week. I think I got through, like, mission 7.
Gotcha. The first one?
Yep, back in the day.
Just skip the second game. Just gonna tell you that right here, right now. Just skip the second game.
Well, I'm not skipping the second game.
Then I'm sorry.
I have to... Well, I mean, it's gonna be... I mean, if you want to talk about that, one of my other next games is that I'm gonna be playing Sonic 2006 again.
I'm sorry for that, too.
Yeah, let's just go.
But, you know, when you get to Devil May Cry 5, stop, and then we can play Devil May Cry 5 on this. Because I super love Devil May Cry 5.
Wait, did Sykes allow us to go to Castle Oblivion?
Must have.
Well, there. Okay, we'll just collapse, I guess. But we just got here, Axel. We need to keep going. We need to do the thing. I'm transforming.
Devil May Cry 5 has a mode where you can change the cutscenes so that instead of it being the like the in-game like cutscenes, it's these production like cutscenes they did for visualization.
Which are
so
hilarious.
It's like, yes, they are absolutely hilarious to watch. They have like a Dante action figure on a stick, and they're just like twirling it around when like Dante's doing flips and shit, and they're like the actual game. They're just twirling the Dante.
I thought you were stronger than that.
Is that Sora?
That doesn't sound like Sora.
Oh, that's probably Riku.
Yeah, that's what I was guessing of.
Wait, you took us to Twilight Town? Why is there a force field here? I got attacked by a bunch of visions and I almost died! Ah! No, I couldn't remember. My mind was flooding with bullshit.
And then during
I remember this kid in giant shoes, which were impossible. He killed a demon boat.
Then during like dialogue parts, they just have actors dressed as the characters, but it's in like shitty cardboard.
Oh shit, it's Xion.
And she's got her hood up. But it's shitty cardboard like cosplay, so they have like a cardboard sword and stuff.
Capcom spent its millions on this stuff because it looked cool.
Yeah, and then like there's a demon bird, but instead it's just a guy standing on a ladder flapping his arms.
We had to buy that ladder. That was a $100 ladder that we billed to him. We got the best goddamn fucking ladder.
There's this giant boss. The cutscene for when like Dante's attacking the giant boss is just like they took a guy and blew him up to be really big, and then like the actor playing Dante's normal size and just swinging the cardboard sword around. So you have like they filmed one guy and then they just overlaid another film on top of it so that like the one guy looks giant in comparison to the guy playing Dante.
I'm surprised they didn't even bother doing visual effects for this.
No, it's fucking funny. I loved playing through the entirety of the story with that on. Because I've beaten Devil May Cry 5 twice, which is crazy because, like, when do I finish games to play them twice?
I would imagine that it's probably comparatively short if you're finishing it.
I mean, I don't know. I have to double check, but
I mean, I'm kind of feeling that Devil May Cry might be one of those shorter games because, like I said, I'm flying through a lot of the missions in the original.
Yeah, I mean, it's not terribly long. Like, it's not a 40-hour game.
Here's me forgetting what buttons do. I mean,
this mission blows.
Well, that's because he keeps fucking teleporting behind a gate, so I have to keep running down this fucking hallway. And I swear that this thing said, like, it specializes in ground combos, so I'm trying to freaking do that. But
well, like,
it also seems like it's really fucking slow.
Well, so, no, when you attack the guy,
where'd he go?
There's this, like, when it goes chink, like that, when it makes that sound, that's the blade, bouncing off of him.
Yeah,
so I feel like it's a bad demonstration to test this weapon on him specifically. Like, you'd have to find a different enemy.
Hey, we're done.
And okay, cool.
Oh, never
but you'd
mind,
have to
he's
find.
just moving.
You'd have to find a different enemy that's not going to deflect it and see how it looks like that. The aerial combo seems good though. It seems basically the same, if not probably stronger. But yeah, see, there you only got like 3 hits in before it started deflecting everything. Maybe try on these plants when you're not blind.
This is a thing that's happening now. Also, I'm blind, so that's not helping. How did you kill the one in the back, Axel? How did you do that?
Probably. Chakrams.
Well, his weapons are chakrams, so that's...
I mean, yeah, but he could throw chakrams. Like, that's my point. They're throwing weapons.
I mean, I like this part of the mission better just because he's not going anywhere.
But yeah, your weapon's bouncing off. Like, you get like 2 hits in, and then your weapon starts bouncing off of him. So it's like, it doesn't really matter.
No, like, obviously, I'm sure the actual combat in this mission is completely bullshit, and it's not gonna go anywhere.
Right.
Ha! Now you're at a dead end, bitch. We finally got you. Wait, why'd you just do that in the first place? Well, he probably left the castle and came here, Axel. That's kind of what people do when they have teleportation portals. Why would you think the imposter was Xion? That was clearly a different person. Wait, Axel can't recognize Xion anymore? Is her hood that mysterious?
No.
God damn, we have to keep asking these questions, and she's right behind the corner in classic frickin' movie shit. Why are you palling around with Riku, Xion? He's dangerous.
I literally like the fact that Riku teleported away in the portal, only to like teleport 10 feet to the left.
Because
like,
Roxas,
he's literally just around the corner from
Roxas is too
was.
dumb to go over there, so it's the perfect hiding spot. Oh, another good track. The sad theme. Well, fair enough, I guess. I think the organization doesn't have enough care in the world to turn people into dusks at this point. They're just gonna be like, hey, you're back, go kill things for us again. I don't care that you were gone for
I also
a whole
feel
year.
like the fact that Xion can use a Keyblade.
You're the only one who has a key. You're the only one who has a Keyblade. Go back to work.
We only have 2 people who can actively progress us forward, so we can't lose Xion or Roxas, because they're the only 2 that can actively help our plan move forward.
Okay, so fracture. What's gonna fracture? Who's gonna yell at who? Oh, Axel's getting put on another dirty job. I mean, that's kind of fair. I mean, obviously they're saying the imposter is a threat to the organization. Xion's working with him, so we're gonna have to kill Xion. That's kind of fair. Especially for the organization assassin, who has to deal with everything. Axel, are you gonna kill Xion? Are you gonna kill your best friend?
Now, Roxas is his best friend. Xion's just a friend. Hell, Xion might just be a friend of a friend.
Wow, we just got frickin'
Diary entry!
We just got frickin' like hand waved away by our best friend.
Oh, we have 2. There's one place we haven't checked to see if Xion's there, Castle Oblivion. When I brought it up to Axel, he was surprised. He surprised me by saying that
Castle
commanding
Oblivion
officer. Oh, I was
where...
like commanding officer. Castle Oblivion is where Xion comes from. I guess he just found out himself. Is that where she is?
No, she's totally a military daughter. She came from a commanding officer.
Yeah.
Hey, it's that guy.
I went to Castle
diary.
Oblivion to find Xion, but I don't remember anything about it. Axel said I collapsed as soon as I got there. I woke up in Twilight Town, and incredibly enough, Xion was there, but she wasn't alone. There was this guy with her. He was wearing an organization's coat. I could tell by his build that he wasn't one of us, though. Who is he?
He could have been
He's
one
too
of the...
small. He's too small to be any of our guys.
He can't be frickin'... I forgot his... God damn it, I forgot his stupid name, the goddamn scientist. Which is kind of weird, because his name is only 4 letters long.
I don't know, I forgot most of the people who died.
Well, to be fair... Oh, Vexen, that was his name. It wasn't Vexen, it wasn't Vexion, it wasn't Zalius, it wasn't be Zigbar, it wasn't Demix, it wasn't Lexar... I forgot her name. The one
what's
girl.
The token girl.
Oh, it wasn't Marluxia, he totally died. Who
yeah,
could it be?
Marluxia was the one I like.
You should definitely see his final battle in Chain of Memories. It's kind of ridiculous.
Marluxia's the one with the scythe, right? And the pink hair?
Yep, he's got the rose scythe, which is, I mean, unique as far as weapons go. His specialty is flowers.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
I mean, he's not.
I like him. I liked him, and then I liked the guy who can summon the spears.
I'm surprised you like Zaldin too much. He's kind of just a dour fuckface.
I mean, I just like the fact that he summons spears. I always think that's cool.
And he turns his spears into a
people summon
dragon.
multiple weapons. That part I don't really give a shit about, but I like characters who can summon weapons that like float in the air and shit.
I mean, Luxor could technically do that, but his weapon is cards and dice.
I don't think I've ever seen him use dice, but yeah.
I think he does in Kingdom Hearts 2 as boss fight.
Gotcha.
I think you'll like Sykes' boss fight in this game. He kind of has an interesting weapon, too. I don't think it's too much of a surprise that we're eventually gonna fight Sykes.
No, it's not really a surprise.
Yeah, this is pretty icky. We're gonna have to go after the imposter, possibly kill Xion. We're getting ordered to do that. I like how he's admitting this in front of Sykes, who ordered him to kill her.
No, don't you already remember? If they're not currently on the screen, they're not there.
Sykes is in another room right now.
That's why Xion only hides her face when like people are in the shot with her, because she only wants her friends being able to see her face. And clearly, when no one's on screen other than the people talking, then everybody off screen is not there.
Well, we're gonna have to go on that mission that we did in the first place, eliminate the imposter again.
Do it again.
Do it again because you fucked up. Roxas, you dumb shit. I hate you. Wait, the person in the picture is clearly Xion. Why are we tracking down Xion? I'm gonna try some aerial combos with this thing because on the ground this thing is completely useless. It's got a lot of cool flips at least. Should I even bother fighting these guys?
I think you have to because there's fire in front of the doors.
Oh yeah, you're right. Thanks,
it's
mechanics.
It's got one more swing to the combo, I think, than the air one we used did.
It's dishing out some damage at least, but eh. I mean, these guys are kind of shitty enemies anyway. It's just that there's like 20 of them. I wonder what
it's basically just an upgrade on the air one we were already using.
Well, we'll have to try the other one. I don't know if this is the Rage or the Champion gear.
This is the Rage one.
Too bad it's not screaming in pain. It's just kind of a normal sword. I mean, what they said with the story of Devil May Cry is definitely true. It just feels like Dante got put in a Resident Evil game, and, you know, that's kind of what they went with.
Yeah, the story to Devil May Cry 1 is kind of vague.
Oh, I'll tell you that that fucking intro was fucking amazing. Because it's like, he doesn't give a shit that this lady drove a motorcycle into his place of work and she threw the motorcycle at Dante.
Oh, shit like that happens all the time, but like, the overarching story is super vague of Devil May Cry 1. Devil May Cry 2 story doesn't matter at all, to the point where that, like, in Devil May Cry 5 on the home screen, there's like a story thus far thing you can hit. I don't think it tells you the story of Devil May Cry 2.
It just skips over it altogether.
It tells you Devil May Cry 1, it tells you Devil May Cry 3, which technically takes place before Devil May Cry 1, and then it tells you the story of Devil May Cry 4, which takes place like right before 5.
I really didn't remember that most of Roxas' character is just asking really dumb questions to himself. I mean, he's got a lot of self-doubt, so fair enough, but can he have another character trait? Can he have, like, another second thing to do? I don't know, maybe... what could he have as, like, a unique thing he could do? Like Luxor in his card games.
What
could Roxas be good at?
2 Keyblades. a joke because I actually know that Sora can do 2 Keyblades.
Well, we're obviously beating up Xion because she doesn't look anything like the other guy.
It's true.
This is really fucking annoying because they have a guy that specializes in tornado holds. The other thing that really annoys me about this mission is that none of the fucking enemies have health bars, so I don't even know what I'm doing.
I mean,
it reminds me a little bit of Resident Evil 6 that did this sort of shit.
the like caster guys that are chasing you around have health bars, but you only see them when you locked onto them. But yeah, Xion doesn't have a health bar.
Like, she doesn't even run like the imposter.
No, her run animation's different. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, her running animation is kind of fucked up.
Get back here so that I may whack you.
I will kill you, my friend, because this is anime. Is she out trying to get away from us, or is she just, like, bullshitting around?
No, she's letting the auto lock fuck you instead.
If I stand in this corner, his camera gets fucked up, and then he can't see me. It's the
Alright,
perfect
where'd she
plan.
go? Now she actually did kind of get away. Where the fuck is she?
Well,
Oh, there she is.
She has the ability to teleport halfway across the entire map, so yeah.
Yeah, but we have the ability to see her on the mini-map.
Fuck you, bitch. We got the advantage. What the? Why did it even
Exactly.
do that?
It literally, she'll start running, and then it'll fucking target the thing that's behind you, and it's ridiculous. Like, that's why I said I don't think she's necessarily trying to run away from you so much. She's just letting the auto lock screw you over.
You know, I might end up taking that off a couple of missions in because it's getting really up my ass. It is not helping. Because I equipped it because I thought it would help. And now it's just fucking me over completely. Why does she keep, like, running onto roofs and then jumping off the roofs? Is she literally just fucking around?
I don't know, but there you tapped her with the sword like once and she booked it, so...
That's because she's a giant baby. She's like, I took 1 HP of damage! Ah!
Fight me!
Oh good, an actual cutscene.
Fight me!
Who are you, the imposter? Oh my god, it was Xion.
Oh my
Obviously.
god, who could have guessed it was Xion? Hold on, I think this actually... It is voice acted.
Yeah, it's a legit cutscene.
Sorry.
Let's go home. If you come back voluntarily, Sykes will let all this drop.
Oh yeah, it
He
is
has to.
Sykes.
I don't care what he said to you. I'll be there.
Because I'm a
Me
nice
and Axel
guy.
will make sure.
I really can't.
Okay, so this is the fracture they were talking about.
Come on. Wait!
Where's she gonna run to? This is a dead end. What's she gonna do, run to the wall? Oh crap, she's gonna fight us. Damn, Xion has
Hello
skills.
there. Xion? Axel?
Xion!
He became fucking Cajun for like a hot second. Literally sounded to me like he said it in a Cajun accent.
Stop!
Okay. Just dwonked her.
Xion.
Like a chump.
I mean, I guess it's better than her being dead. Yeah,
Alright.
my friend group is falling apart.
Fucking get your ass back to work or to headquarters so that you can fucking make sure she doesn't get murdered.
Well, the cutscene's over. Axel, you fucker! What did you do? Where is she? What are you What the fuck? Are you-
Oh hey, Roxas.
Yeah, I just beat up Xion a little bit ago, and I took her back. Stop talking around the issue and get to the point. Where is she? How could you do that to your best friend? do the battle and then knock her out cold?
Beat her up.
You threw like 10 chakrams at her. And also, they were on fire. Yeah, of course you did. She wasn't going to attack you. She just blocked. Axel, what side are you on? Are you trying to be the professional guy, or are you the actual friend guy in this point?
I think he's trying to have his cake and eat it too.
I guess he's trying to ride the line, but I don't know why.
Well, so I think he's trying to stick to his job because that's all he knows, but he also knows he doesn't want to kill her. So I think he's trying to have his cake and eat it too.
Maybe he's trying to do something surreptitious, like, I'll bring her back here, but then I'll sneak out the back door with her when they're not looking. Don't bring Sora into this. Sora sucks.
You're sure things are better this way?
I never expected you to question it.
Oh man, has he got an edgelord's voice?
Why would you choose the puppet?
Well, to be fair, he has a frickin' edgelord script.
Or put it this
Fair.
way. Which would you rather suffer the loss of? Some make-believe friendship? Or a real one? Things are finally right again. Of course we're better off this way. Xemnas is exasperated from all the
I was gonna say, I told
fixing we
you.
have to do. We have to set things
Xion's
right.
not Axel's friend.
There's
Only
simply
Roxas
too
is
much
Axel's friend.
That's actually,
Xion's just...
that's actually not what he's talking about. I'll explain it after the cutscene.
Oh.
It's something that I'm pretty sure isn't established in this game. Yeah, why would... Zaldin doesn't care. Why wouldn't he know?
Zaldin's just like, fuck, I don't give a shit.
Why are you asking me this dumbass question? Hey, Luxor, do you
Hey.
like me?
Hey, Luxor, do you know shit? He's like, I don't know.
She hasn't been at the poker game for the last 500 days.
Also, if anybody's gonna be Cajun, it's gotta be Luxor, just because, you know, we all know he's freaking, Gambit. Clearly all he is. It's just Gambit.
Yeah, I can't remember what he sounds like because he's like barely present in most games.
No, yeah, I mean, I just, if anybody should be Cajun, it should be the guy who throws playing cards, because Gambit throws playing cards, and he's Cajun.
Oh my god, he's actually gonna talk to Xemnas about it and call him out.
Xemnas, you fatty, I don't know.
You know things!
You ignorant slut! Quoting The Office. I won't take credit for that. That's from The Office. Dwight, you ignorant slut!
I would just love it if Roxanne had the balls to say something that dumb to Xemnas. Oh, so they did
I forget what it
her.
is, because is it suicide awareness? Is that what they're doing? Because, like, they're doing a thing, and then... Oh, depression! Isn't that just a fancy word for feeling bummed out? Dwight, you ignorant slut. That's what it is.
Wait, whose vision is this?
Sora's, I guess. Or Roxas's, I guess.
How do you know that name? Why'd you say that name? Now I'm gonna have to kill you!
What, did he say Martha?
He said Sora, at least. He's the connection. Sora is the connection to things. Okay, we'll find him and beat him up, too!
Sounds like what would be Roxas's plan.
Sora is the reason that Xion's even here in the first place. 'Cause why not? If you want her to stay alive, stop asking questions. I'm directly threatening you now. As a good boss does. Yeah, because a whole one day is enough for her to forget everything and return back to working order. That's a good plan, Xemnas. You fucking idiot. You dumb-ass, black coat wearing frick face. It's very easy to fob Roxas off with bullshit promises. It's like, yeah, she'll be back to normal tomorrow. Why not? Roxas, what are you even doing? You're just walking around the castle asking literally everybody about Xion, and you haven't even found her yet. You're just, like, literally walking in circles with your head on backwards. And now you're just back at work like nothing happened. Hey, Zigbar, how was the big game last night? Hey, look at the sword I have.
Now that's a weapon, he says.
It's really sharp, and it's got all these jagged lines.
You want to try the other one now, though? The other one we bought?
Yep. Hey, look, it just gave us 3 bars of gold for doing nothing. Although I'm probably gonna have to move some shit around because I think that one has 1 more slot.
No, it has the same number of slots. They're both 5s.
Oh, good, they're also the same shape. So what's the mission gonna be today? Track down to the poster yet again?
Beat him up? I don't know.
It could be literally anything. You're not allowed to question Xemnas, slap.
No one's allowed to question Xemnas.
Except Roxas, apparently. Oh, fuck. We're gonna have to go fucking do this bullshit.
Oh, hey, Neverland. Actually, hold on here. Now I gotta decide which one sucks the most. Neverland sucks pretty hard. Just because it's all flying.
I can fly! Whee! Now let's go look for purple bullshit. Oh wait, it's probably in the next zone. I don't see any over here.
Holy shit, since when did this place have 2 zones?
Since now, bitches. Now we're on a ship. And I can fly! Whee! Keep an eye out for purple half-spheres.
There's one.
We did it! Holy shit, this thing's dishing out some damage. This one's name is Bubblebeat. I mean, this thing could dish out damage, but it does not combo well.
Yeah, I feel like the total damage it does is equal to the same amount of damage the other one did with its combo.
I guess it's kind of faster, so it's technically better.
I don't know, I feel like this one's slower. At least the ground combo feels slower.
It is pretty slow, but it's also dishing out the damage is dishing out a bit faster.
You think?
I kind of think so. Apparently, we only have to find like 4 of these stupid things, so it's actually probably going to be a pretty short mission.
There's one.
Hey, it's a gumball machine. Okay, where's the other bunch?
Look up in the crow's nest, maybe?
Yeah, that's probably a good place to start. Hey, you around anywhere? Oh, there you are. There's just one on the sail, I guess.
Alright, one more. We only had to destroy 5.
Come on, where are you, bitch? I don't think
Can we
they're
fly
gonna
around the ship? Like the body of the ship?
Maybe. No, it looks like I'm pretty boxed in.
Oh, okay, because my line said maybe behind the ship, like on the back of it.
Maybe under those boxes?
Assuming you can break the boxes. I don't think you can break the boxes.
Yeah, especially when it's targeting mages outside of the ship. Or just in the sky. I don't know. Would they really hide one in the, like, the other zone? Like, literally just one?
No, there had to be multiple because you have to be able to get the bonus objective.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Well, considering there's another 4 in this mission, I'll probably just go check the other zone and hope we can hit 1.
No, I think there's another two. I think there's 2 extra, so I think there's 3
I think
more.
one's over there. I can see it flickering. And there we are. Mission over. Now we can go back to worrying about Xion. Because we are a pretty generic protagonist.
Yeah, we are.
Why couldn't Axel be the protagonist, the guy who kills people?
Because he's not sorta.
Oh, I forgot to explain that to you. The thing is that Lee and Issa were actually best friends before they became nobodies. So that's what he was talking about. That Axel and Sykes have a real friendship. Because they were friends before they were killed.
Oh, gotcha.
Which is something that will get established if you bother to get into like the second half of the timeline. They'll talk more about that.
They were bros.
And then they kind of started straying apart.
So essentially what happened there is Sykes pulled the bros before hoes card.
Well, as you could probably tell, like, Sykes kind of, like, fell in line with the organization. Axel's kind of outside of it, so, you know, that's creating some tension between them.
Sykes is being an abusive friend. No, hands down. He's using the fact that they're friends as an abusive tactic.
Yeah, because he's trying
to get Axel to do what he wants, so he's just being an abusive friend.
So he's trying to leverage it against his new friends.
Yep. Abusive friend.
Okay, so Xion's exposure to Roxas has a transfer of power, which was something they planned on. Had things stopped there, she would have been a success. But then through Roxas, Sora himself began to shape it into her, giving Xion an identity.
Oh, is that the whole Xion Hood gimmick? Is that she's not supposed to actually have an identity, but somehow Roxas gave her an identity?
Well, they said that she's a project. Well, they're clearly saying that she's a project that they are working on.
But is that like the thing with the fucking hood? Of why when it's just her and Roxas, the hood's down and she has a fucking face?
I'll say it's related to it pretty heavily, but it's not exactly the explanation.
Okay.
Xion is claiming Sora's memories trapped by claiming that she is their memories or something. That they're hers? Keeping her close to Roxas will prevent Sora
Convoluted
from ever
anime
awakening.
bullshit. Convoluted anime bullshit.
Well, it's all about Sora's memories, and they're the keys for him to wake up, but he can't wake up because they keep coming over here.
Because Kingdom Hearts. Convoluted anime crap.
Well, it's a plan they had to prevent Sora from waking up, and it's working, so it's just kind of the plot they went with.
You're right, but it's a convoluted plan.
It's working.
I mean, yeah, it's still convoluted.
Sure, it's what it is. He only poses a threat to our plan if his buzzing really reaches Xion's ears, which it is. But apparently Xemnas doesn't give a shit.
It's literally everything in Kingdom Hearts is the villain's plan when it comes down to, like, explaining it. It's like, okay.
Hey, we're back in the city that never
wrapping your head around it all is kind of crazy and difficult.
I am now the king of this city. I will be Batman and lord over it for all time. Xion's been grounded indefinitely. You're not to leave this room, even to go to your job, Xion.
Go to your room, young lady.
And stay there until you realize that your identity is false. And you shouldn't believe in it. Boom, we made it to the last milestone.
Alright. I don't believe it. Axel attacked Xion. There had to have been some other way. I know she's acting weird, but I hardly recognize Axel these days either. What's going through their heads? I feel so left out.
It's almost like they're never talking to me.
Xemnas told me that Sora is the connection between me and Xion, but just who exactly is Sora?
It's almost like you should have had a meeting about that.
Is
Seems kind
he-
of important.
Is Roxas Sora?
Am I
Sorta.
Sora? Is my Keyblade
Sorta.
Sora?
No, the answer is Roxas is sorta Sora.
I mean, I got the same haircut.
Oh, I
Is
love
close
that
enough?
video by Jello Apocalypse. That's a good explanation of this series. These characters, are they Sora? Sorta.
3 of them are
Alright,
Sora.
moving on. This
Yep.
is a Kingdom Hearts cutscene. You can say any of the words in the following order. Light, darkness, friendship, darkness, darkness, light, friendship, darkness.
Which is unfortunately the case, because I think I've told you before, like, in totality, I'd probably say like half of the dialogue in this entire franchise you could just throw out and you wouldn't miss it.
I mean, yeah. This franchise is known for convoluted, super convoluted stories that are rooted for the sake of being convoluted.
We want to introduce more interesting things, and so we have to keep power creeping it into the ceiling by making it more interesting, layering it on top of each other, and then throwing half of it out when we can't figure out a good way to write ourselves out of this mess we made. Help! We're drowning over here! It's probably a good idea that they threw most of it out after Kingdom Hearts 3 because they kind of collapsed most of the story in on itself.
Is that what Kingdom Hearts 3 threw out a lot of the canon or something?
Well, they kind of finished the story they were going on, so now they introduced a whole a new plot thread to go on with. So that's kind of
gotcha.
that's kind of why I say they kind of collapsed in on itself, because it kind of ended.
Gotcha.
I mean, you could probably guess how it ended, but I'm not going to spoil that for you.
I mean, I don't know. All I know is there's like 3 different Soras. Like,
There's I can't remember
well,
his
like,
fucking name.
it'll come to me. The guy who's friends with like Aqua and whatever
Oh,
from
Ventus.
the past. Yeah, Ventus. He's like
Ventus
the
is a
origin
guy.
of what caused Sora to be a thing, to my knowledge. Like, I haven't played these games, so it's only secondhand knowledge.
It's kinda... that happened more with Aqua, if anything, than what Ventus did, because Ventus... I don't think Ventus really had that much of a connection to the original guys, because it's not like a really long apart prequel. Like, when they contact the original kids, they're like 6. So it's not like a long time ago.
Gotcha.
So I'd probably... I mean, she talked to them. I wouldn't say that she kind of set everything in motion.
No, I thought it was like their reincarnations of those people.
And I think...
That's how I thought it was.
I might have
like,
to read more
Sora's
about it. I
supposed
don't
to be
really...
Ventus.
I don't really know what the heck Ventus's character arc is supposed to be, just because Ventus was always kind of a boring character. I mean,
All I know is Roxas is like the best one out of the 3, and that's saying something.
Well, it's not like... Like, Roxas and Riku are the better protagonists. Because at least they're not just... I mean, the difference between Roxas and Sora is, at the very least, Roxas isn't handed everything to him by destiny. Like, he doesn't just get to win everything. He actually has to make choices and do things of his own accord. Which is... I think it's more interesting because he's constantly oppressed by the organization. He has to fight against it, rather than just being the winner at everything.
There.
I mean,
Yeah. All I know is literally just by design, my favorite character, like knowing the visuals of everybody in the series, I think Axel's probably my favorite.
Axel's-
Like literally just by design. And then like from what I know of the games I've played, like the bits of them I've played, Axel's also still the best character.
Axel's just fucking cool, like, at all points. He kind of loses his edge when he comes back as a character again later on, but I mean, he's still cool. He's still a good character. It's just to be honest, they kind of underpower him when he comes back, which is kind of a shame. He kind of came back for the same reason that the new organization had to. Just like they needed him to come back. They didn't have anyone else to work with. Where am I supposed to be going here?
Oh, you have to eliminate the Phantom Tail.
Also, I can't fly right now.
No, because they have Tinkerbell trapped in the thingy.
Okay, so apparently it should be the ship.
Yeah, Tinkerbell's trapped in the thingy, remember?
Oh.
In the cutscene, so you can't fly because Tinkerbell's trapped in the thingy.
Is she stuck here?
Yeah, she's stuck in a thing in here.
Fair enough.
They showed in the cutscene.
Apparently I was being an idiot. I should probably pay, like, half a bit of attention. I mean, I'm literally just skipping over these cutscenes because the mission cutscenes are, like, almost 100% bullshit and meaningless. And I don't care.
Someone told me that, like, almost all of the Disney shit in Kingdom Hearts is just not important.
Yeah, it's kind of another problem. It's probably
Like,
Disney's fault. They can't use any of the Disney stuff to do interesting story things. So it's all terrible.
well, that's not entirely true, because, like, Goofy, Donald, and Mickey and stuff actually do stuff, to my knowledge, but, like, the individual movie worlds they pop into are typically just, like, play through the story of the movie, kind of. Or, like, see things that are reminiscent of the movie, and then, like, do shit.
I mean, yeah, they're good hack and slash levels, it's just they're pretty light on story.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they don't connect to the overarching story, is what I've been told.
I mean, I appreciated the Kingdom Hearts 3 worlds, at least the new stuff they did was pretty interesting.
I mean, they picked cool worlds for that one.
Well, that's because, I think
you go to what? Frozen, you go to Monsters, Inc., you go to
they had a lot of new stuff to work with.
Toy Story.
Because the gulf between, like, Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3 was just so huge.
Well, that, and they brought in, like, Pixar and stuff that I don't think has ever been in anything. Don't you have to go to Big Hero 6 in
Yeah,
Kingdom
they
Hearts
do.
3?
They do.
Yeah, that's fucking cool. Like, there's some cool world choices there. Like, you didn't have to choose. There's enough films that they didn't have to choose Big Hero 6. That's a cool one. You go to Wreck-It Ralph? Wreck-It Ralph would be another cool one.
I don't think they did that to my knowledge. I think Wreck-It Ralph was a summon, not a location.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so apparently we're just going on a treasure hunt.
And then you get the...
Oh, I have to dig it up myself. It might have been interesting if it didn't have anything, if it was just beyond, like, hit it with your sword. Well, open it,
Pirates
then.
of the Caribbean, Frozen... Where are you all going? 3. Pirates of the Caribbean, Frozen, Toy Story, Monsters, Inc.,
Tangled.
Big Hero 6, Tangled. Oh, God, they have picked all the good stuff. Those are all fun. In the original, you just go to, like, Tarzan and Hercules? Do you go anywhere else? Winnie the Pooh. You go to Winnie the Pooh in one of them.
Well, you go to the Little Mermaid pretty infamously.
Oh, it feels like it would suck.
Because Atlantica has always been garbage. And it'll never be fixed. I don't know why they never fix it, but it's always bad. Because in Kingdom
I will
Hearts...
admit that in this game, Halloween Town is an interesting and unique choice that I think is pretty cool. Like, you gotta find the things that are Disney that, like, don't just instantly click in people's mind as Disney. Like, Big Hero 6 is not something that necessarily people immediately think is Disney.
Yeah, some of their back catalog sort of stuff.
The Pixar stuff is, you know, people think Pixar before it's Disney, which is why I like those choices. I will admit that the Frozen's cool just because it's super big.
Oh, this is gonna be, this should be an easier one. This guy's only got 5 health bars.
Too bad we're using the
Yeah, we're
weapon
using a
that
ground.
is not aerial.
We're using a ground weapon apparently. Wait, did it teleport?
It did.
What the hell? Its
is
combo
called a
keeps
phantom
comboing.
tail.
Its combo keeps sending it into the ground, which is a problem when you're fighting a
Yeah,
guy
because
who's
the
in
last
sky.
hit, the last hit is a down ground spike. We can't change weapon mid-mission, can we?
Probably not.
Damn. So I was like, that's what I'd say to do right now, is switch weapon.
No, because it just brings that up. I mean, it's dishing out damage, it's just I can't get into a combo.
Right?
Also, it keeps teleporting.
This is one of the reasons why I think the aerial weapons so far in this game are always better. It's just because there's so many times where it feels like you have to fight shit kind of in the air.
Well, especially Neverland, which I probably should have thought of before we left. I was like, this thing can dish out damage, it'll probably be fine. And then it's not fine. Nothing in this game is fine. And we still haven't gotten to
Halloween
the fucking...
Town's unique.
We still haven't gotten to the fucking,
What other worlds? What other Disney worlds would be cool to go to? I'm trying to think of Disney stuff that's like not at first glance something you'd think as Disney. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pete and the
we went to
Dragon?
that one, wasn't I?
Pete's Dragon?
Maybe that could be a unique,
I'm surprised you remember that.
unique one.
No one remembers Pete's Dragon or whatever the fuck that movie was called. I should really Google it, but I'm fighting a dragon right now.
Treasure Planet. That's
That'd be
isn't it?
awesome! But everyone
That'd be
hates Treasure
cool.
Planet.
Was it a bad movie? I thought people liked it. I've never watched Treasure Planet.
I think
but...
it bombed on original release was the problem. It ended the Disney
gotcha.
2D Renaissance. It was part of the reason
Gotcha.
why they ended it. Which I feel kind of a shame about, because one of the big like casualties of Disney giving up on 2D animation and especially their television department was Dave the Barbarian, because that show was fucking hilarious. But it only ran for one season.
Technically, if they wanted, they could probably get away with fucking Star Wars and Marvel.
I mean, Marvel would probably be a better fit.
I feel like I'd be a little miffed, personally. Like, I'd be like, what? Star Wars, I feel like would be the better fit of a place to go to. Because you have fucking swords and shit, and the lightsabers are basically the same crap.
Yeah, that'd probably be a decent fit. You could just give them lightsabers and say, hey, do Kingdom Hearts things here. Go through episode 4, the one that everyone likes. Because the stuff we did was garbage. And everyone hated it.
Yeah, that would be... Yeah, they'd probably just do, like, episode 4, or, like...
I mean, do you think,
maybe...
I could easily see Disney being so tone-deaf that they'll be like, hey, Rey's gonna be the character in our Star Wars universe. Go meet
I could
Rey.
also see them doing that, too.
Because Disney is the evil that we've all feared to come to pass. The one capitalism monster that we can't do anything about.
Yeah, it's already too late.
We failed.
Disney will eventually
won.
own all entertainment, and it'll be a problem.
The only
But
thing
yeah, in my opinion, we may have already failed at keeping Disney from owning all entertainment.
And then they'll sell us... Well, they've already sold out to China, so we've already failed at that too. Then China will rule all entertainment.
They bow to the Chinese censors. But I will admit that Disney, in my opinion, is a company that likes to try to have its cake and eat it too. Well, yeah, because like, so Elsa became like a hit with the LGBT community because of, you know, let it go, conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Like, there's all this like allegory where you can be like, yeah, Elsa's struggle is that of a closeted person. And so, like, a lot of fans, because she didn't get a boyfriend and didn't get, like, a prince in the Frozen movie, they wanted her to get a girlfriend.
I thought that's what they... Well, I obviously never watched Frozen. Well, not obviously. I never bothered to watch Frozen.
I've seen Frozen 1.
I
haven't seen Frozen 2. But apparently in Frozen 2, she does, like, meet a girl, and, like, there's, like, semi-flirting, but it's, like, subtextual at best. So, like, there's an argument to be made that they like each other, but they don't, like, do anything that, like, confirms that. And in my opinion, it's because, you know, they want the movie to be able to sell in China, but they also want to get all the woke LGBT, like, those people who want to see that representation, they want them to go to the movie as well. So they're trying to have their cake and eat it too by, like, just giving you enough subtext to both deny it and, like, claim it's true at the same time. Like, in America, yeah. In China, absolutely not. You're reading too much into this scene.
Yeah,
right?
if we can't easily airbrush it out of the scene, then it's not happening.
Because that's the mentality. Is like it's subtextual, and there's an argument to be made that they're flirting, or you can be like, no, they're just friends, right?
And
so Disney has
Chinese
this plausible
will never tell the difference, especially once we edit the hell out of it.
I mean, maybe that too, but like the thing is, Disney always has that plausible deniability about it. Is Elsa gay?
Sure.
Nah, she's just perpetually single, according to Disney,
She
right?
just has terrible terrible luck. But getting back to what I wanted to say was, I was confused because I kind of picked up on that implication because I thought the two female characters were going for that. I thought they were trying to, like, subvert it and be like, oh, she doesn't have a boyfriend, she's going for a girl at the end of the movie. And then
No, they're sisters.
and that,
They're sisters,
yeah, and
Jack.
then I realized that, and I was like, wow, I was really wrong. That's not
Like,
what it was at all.
There is that like that whole the like true love has to save her deal, and it turns out the true love is like family love.
Aw.
And not the romantic love, because she like immediately attaches herself to the first boy she meets, and then she immediately attaches herself to the next boy she meets when she realizes that like the one guy's a bad guy. She's like, wait, the other guy clearly, and then it's like, no, your fucking sister who cares about you and actually knows you more than a day.
Oh, so I was
And, like-
technically right, but not for the right reason.
Yeah, so like, because at the end what happens is Elsa's about to get struck down, and then Anna gets in the way, and then the like disease or whatever that got put on her, the infliction that got put on her, turns her into like a statue, and the sword breaks on her, on the statue version of her, and then like Elsa freaks out, and then Elsa's love for Anna heals her. And yeah, but the entire movie they were telling her the way to get rid of the infliction is true love. So the true love was sisterly love, not lesbian love.
And speaking
But
of true
there's a
love,
lot of allegory and specifically Elsa's struggle
oh, that didn't go
that is similar to like the LGBT struggle, and just familiar to the X-Men, because the X-Men are the same thing. Because the X-Men are an allegory for everybody who fucking struggles.
What do you mean what the fuck do you mean his memory stopped? What does that mean?
Who the fuck's this Diz?
Diz is well, he's there. That's who Diz is.
Diz nuts, got him!
Oh! Eat that, you hooded fuck. Wait, they're just
All right.
realizing this now? I thought they realized this a month ago.
I don't
Diz
know
is
if
gonna
Diz has
do
enough
something
belts.
about it.
Do you think Diz has enough belts? I don't know if Diz has enough belts.
No, let's cover up his other eye, too. That'll be enough
Like,
belts.
He's got belts on his
He's also got
like,
belt buckles on
waist
his
and
face.
stuff too, and then
That doesn't make
Yeah.
him look cool. That makes him look like a fucking dipshit. That he has belt buckles
Not in
on
Japan.
his head.
not in Japan. Japan loves characters that wear belts on belts on belts.
And belts on their nose and belts on their teeth. And
You
their
need
teeth that
you
are
need
also
proof
belts.
in Final Fantasy IX. In Final Fantasy IX, there is a character who literally his entire outfit is made out of belts. And then there's a girl in that in Final Fantasy X whose dress is made out of almost entirely of belts. So like she's wearing a dress, but the dress is basically just belts.
Square Enix just
So, like-
has a lobby in the belt industry. That's how they have to keep selling all these
a
belts.
friend told me there's a specific designer, like character designer in the FF team, who like likes characters with belts. And then as a joke on him, the guy in Final Fantasy IX who's literally all of his clothes are just belts, that guy's made to make fun of that. Like he's intentionally made that way to be silly. But the girl in Final Fantasy X, I'm pretty sure is still just the edgy, over-the-top belt stuff.
Okay, so
But I haven't played too much. I haven't played Final Fantasy X. I have to finish Final Fantasy IX.
Okay, so apparently Diz is getting into some shit because he's saying that the nobodies have no business existing in the first place. So he might be doing something, like, genocidal, against the 6 people that exist. But he's gonna fucking do something about it, you motherfucker.
Hey, we got another level AAA.
Let's get it in there! Why is this taking place so slow?
And switch to the aerial sword, because it's better.
I will agree to that. Cause yeah, that was a garbage fight and I do not want to see it again.
And we will always see it again, because very many things in this game require us to jump.
God damn, look at all this empty space. Oh yeah, we need to frickin' move all the levels around. Because we get more bang with our buck doing it this way. And the other sword was the other thing we were changing, and I already did that.
It was the Rage Blade 5.
It was the Edgelord sword, except it's not really that edgy. It's just covered in weird, just covered in jagged lines.
I was gonna say, to me, it's like a lightning bolt or something. It makes me think of. Or a dragon? Maybe it's supposed to be like a dragon's mouth.
Hey, Zolden, why are you just standing yourself around?
Are you applying yourself, Roxas? Something, judged by your bonus gauge for days, blah, 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 blah. No, we haven't filled the bonus gauge, like, ever.
Oh my god, we actually did it.
What? Since when did we fucking fill a bonus gauge?
We did it for some reason. Oh shit,
I
we just
swear
got
to
another
God.
mission. Our
I swear to
reward was
God,
a new
we
mission.
never fill the bonus gauge, ever.
We fucking got a new mission to do. Hey, Xion, you're actually alright. Oh, she's just giving us a reward for her going away. She gave us a shiny rock to apologize
Hold on,
for making us worry.
if she's here, is there a fucking diary entry? Because I feel like that's something that Roxas didn't know where she was, and now she's just chilling here. Like the fuck?
Well, did you see, like, yesterday she just showed up at their usual spot?
I did not. I guess I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, here it
For the
is.
first time in a while, the three of us met on the clock tower. None of us really knew what to say. We used to talk to each other's ears off, but I guess those days are gone. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I must have been ranting about some Disney thing. So much has happened lately that I've been forgetting to write about those pictures in my head. Now it happens even when I'm not on missions, more often too. They even show up in my dreams. Xion told me she has dreams too. Is it all connected?
Could it
all
possibly
of
be
this
connected to
connected?
the Sora person that I already learned about?
That is said to be the connection between Xion and I, which would explain why Xion's also happening.
Okay. Oh god, I read that one. That's not a good one to read.
Eliminate the Emerald Serenade.
And it's in Neverland again! No, wait. It's in Alice Land again.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
in
fuck.
Wonderland.
Well, it's time to break out the, one topic I had in mind for this. Because
The
we're
fuck
here.
is this? What world are we in?
We're in
What world
Neverland.
is this? This is Neverland?
Hey, Tinkerbell, get your bitch ass out here. Exactly. I timed that perfectly. Go to that rock for some reason. Because you got to do something terrible.
Alright, so what's your topic?
Well, I'll get to it once we get started here. We'll probably have to do a cutscene and then it'll show up. They keep digging up all these random rocks because they have nothing better to do.
Also, I want to point out that every time we've been in fucking Neverland, the only people we seem to run into in the entire cast of Peter Pan is
Smee and Hook.
Captain Hook and Mr. Schnee, and then Tinkerbell. Like, we don't run into Peter Pan. We don't want to run into any of the Lost Boys. We don't run into like Wendy or any of those people.
Well,
We don't run into the mermaids. We don't run into the native Indians.
Well, clearly that would be too costly to render all that bullshit. Plus, we don't have a story.
I mean, we
to
don't have to
fit
run
any
into
of it.
all of them. I'm just saying there's all these characters that exist in the world of Neverland, and we never bump into anybody other than these two. We don't bump into the crocodile.
Sir, the treasure chest, it's alive. It's breathing. It's got a skull on it. Also, its arms are made of swords. It stole my treasure box. How am I gonna get it back? Well, I'll have to figure that out later. Where are they gonna
Well, the
run to?
answer's
There's
gonna be
nowhere to go.
The boat.
There is no boat. They didn't render a boat.
Well, those guys can't fly, so they must have a boat someplace.
Now I'm gonna have to fix you good. Cause I'm Pete. The
Oh, hey,
guy
Pete's
who's been
here.
hanging around here.
Pete's been jumping around worlds doing things for reasons we don't know.
No, he's gonna kill you good. Let's see how you like fighting a boss.
Why is Pete even here? Like, what? It's like, yeah, I'm trying to gather an army of Heartless. Okay, Pete. But why are you even in
here's
this
the ruler
game?
of the sky. We're doing this first. Come back here. Thank Christ we switched to this sword for this. Come back here. God damn it.
Alright, so what's your topic?
I thought we could talk about the NFT news as it's come out in gaming recently.
Wait, what's happening with games and NFTs?
Well, the notable one was that Ubisoft tried to attempt doing some NFT nonsense with its...
Of course it would Ubisoft. Oh, wait, no, I was thinking EA. Never mind. You're going.
Okay, so I think the game that they I'm trying to remember it. It was the Tom Clancy game that came out like last year or a couple years ago that was really shitty. I think it was like Breakpoint or something. But it was it was yet another like, you know, open world that had nothing in it, and it was just kind of just monetized the hell and real shitty. And they decided to add in NFT items, like, and they tried to sell, like, oh, they have unique identifiers, and everything's got, like, a serial number and shit, because, you know, tokens are supposed to be unique, and blockchain will keep track of all that, so you can, I guess, buy it because it has value, because they have unique serial numbers or something like that.
That's basically the concept of NFTs, yeah.
Okay, so they tried doing that, and, someone did some, I don't really remember how they did, like, some data mining on it, and, eventually just realized that no one was actually buying them, because, another thing they were trying to sell them on was that, you know, they wanted them to be, like, decentralized items for some reason, but, you know, decentralization doesn't really fucking work, because you can't bring that item into other, like, companies' games, so what's the fucking point of them being decentralized? Like, you can't bring this item into, like, a Mario game, you can't bring it into a Microsoft game, so what's the fucking point? And so they were selling, like, incredibly terribly. Like, I think they had only, like less than 200 buyers for their little tokens. So everyone had a good laugh about that, because no one was buying their fucking Quartz NFTs, which was hilarious.
I mean, NFTs are stupid.
Well, that and, another thing that everyone laughed about was that these things already don't have value, but Ubisoft was, like, keeping some of the NFTs, like, unlockable in-game, where you had to play, again, an incredibly shitty Tom Clancy's game that was boring and it came out broken and shit. You had to play that game for 600 hours to even unlock the item that the NFT was even attached to. So, why the fuck would anyone do that when they're already valueless?
Yeah. So, the way NFTs got explained to me, and I'm just going to state it just for the record, in case viewers are wondering what the hell maybe this is, the way it got explained to me is similar to the way they mine cryptocurrency and shit like that. They can get these, they use the serial number, they attach it to the, like, a JPEG or an image, and it's to identify that it's yours. It's like a way to, you know, be like, oh, yep, you bought this art. The problem with it is that concept could very easily just be put into a database and not be part of the blockchain. And by being part of the blockchain stuff, you have to, you know, they have to use the, like, they have to use the computers and stuff that are bad. The fucking, they have to.
Yeah, the environmental impact.
It's bad for the environment. Like, in order to do the blockchain shit, it's bad for the environment. If you would want to attach a code, like, proving that you own a piece of art, like a JPEG or something on a piece of digital art, you could just keep it in a normal database, which wouldn't be bad for the environment. So it literally is a pointless way of trying to track who bought things. That actively is just bad for the environment for no reason other than it's cool to have this thing that no one gives a shit about and absolutely no one likes.
Yeah, that's kind
except for like really weird random people.
Yeah, it's kind of the kind of why I was talking about like how the decentralization of the items doesn't make any sense for gaming.
I mean, it doesn't even really make sense for the normal art stuff.
Oh, yeah, they were saying that it's kind of pointless for... No, wait, the identifiers were pointless because you can just... That's a technology we already have for video games where you can just identify it and keep it in the game. Like, you know, you can't decentralize it, so what's the... Like, the way you could use NFTs doesn't really make sense for games right now. So we have the technology to do what you're trying to do already, so why?
There's no reason to use NFTs. Like, I've yet to hear a reason explained to me that explains why we should use them in any capacity.
And as you could probably expect for, you know, a shitty big company, is that Ubisoft is sticking to its guns. Like, they're saying, like, you know, this stuff going on with their NFTs right now are teething problems, and they believe in that this is going to be the future for games, and that they want to lean into, like, play to earn shit. You can play to earn this stuff, and it's like everyone collectively eye rolled and hates it because I think the belief right now is that it's just going to fall into the monetization trap, like loot boxes for games, and it's just going to be another thing that we have to deal with. Everyone's gonna try and push it because it makes money, and no one cares.
I mean, I feel like on like the loot boxes, which people will really be like, "Fuck it, fine," and buy. I feel like people just aren't gonna buy the NFTs. Like just like with this game, right? No one's buying them. Like there's literal proof that no one's buying these things.
Yeah, there is proof to be had.
So on like loot boxes, which people actually bought. I don't think anybody's going to buy NFT anything in games. And so I feel like very quickly, at least most companies will be like, yeah, no, this is not a thing people are doing.
I wonder what it's doing here. Can I attack it?
I don't think you can attack it when it's blinking red.
Yeah, I think it's just got like super armor. And now it's going to fly around and nuke me. So yeah, you didn't believe me that this was going to be horse shit.
I mean, I didn't know how bad it was going to be, but yeah, it's dumb.
I mean, I probably should have prefaced it by saying that this was the one boss fight that we
consider that Neverland might be worse than Wonderland.
I probably should have prefaced it by saying, "Hey, Cheddar, this is the boss fight where we have to use the Neverland flying mechanic to do it. Doesn't that sound like fun? You like flying, right?"
You can't hit it on this side. You have to hit it in the where the.
I don't know how I'm gonna get over there.
Fly under it.
Doing this. Okay, let's hit it in its obvious exposed heart. Just like a famous Capcom franchise, you always got your outside exposed heart.
Yeah, the big glowy red spot.
You gotta put them on the zombies. We have to put them on the existential nightmare creatures. Well, technically they're the same thing. I don't know why the fuck I said that like it was a difference.
All video games have the big obvious red weak spot.
Yeah, but it seems like Resident Evil is
Zelda has
for
it. Legend of Zelda always fucking has a big obvious weak spot.
I mean, at least
typically like an eyeball or something.
At least it's like a... Yeah, it's probably mostly an eyeball, but you know, sometimes
it's
most
of the time it's an eyeball.
Or like I don't know, a bit of their broken armor. I guess it makes a little bit more sense than, oh, we designed this creature to have an exposed heart, called it an ultimate weapon, and we're trying to sell it to mercenary groups outside of, I don't know, the country, which is why the T-Virus went global.
Fair.
Kind of like with Metal Gear Ray, they just started mass producing it and selling it to the highest bidder. This is why Metal Gears are supposedly everywhere.
Yeah, you have to get below it. You have to like lower your altitude.
Okay, let's get off its back. I was gonna say it's
maybe you
ass,
just can't. Maybe you just can't attack it during that attack.
I mean, I was willing to give it a good, honest try, and hey, we're almost done. We are
We did
done.
it.
We're ruler in the sky. Ugh, thank Christ that topic actually fit the time, because I didn't want to fucking just fill like
For the most
15
part, yeah.
minutes of bullshit.
Yeah, no, NFTs are dumb though.
But we're going to be hearing about it for quite a while, as I'm sure the companies are going to go through their period of trying to stuff them in everyone's face.
Yeah, I'll just stick to playing mostly indie games, which is what I feel like I've just kind of been playing lately.
Yeah, I've spent some more time in Minoria.
Or
which is
old
just,
games. I'm either playing old games or indie games nowadays.
Well, to be fair, I'm also doing the same thing. I feel like I'm just becoming a retro person as the years have happened. Ah ha ha! Fuck you. Fuck you,
I mean,
Hook.
I was gonna say, the only games I feel like I probably buy brand new are Nintendo games. Like, I go out of my way to go get, like, some new Nintendo stuff.
Well, eventually
but-
I'm gonna buy the new COD and Halo just to check it out. Because you never know.
Gotcha.
I mean,
I think I have the new Halo on my wish list on Steam.
Apparently the new Halo is actually going to be the big winner of Shooter Season 2021, because that seems to be the way the wind's blowing. I mean, Battlefield already lost because it launched completely broken and EA can't even fix it. I mean, quickly.
Gotcha. I mean, I don't really play shooters all that much.
And I don't think a lot of people would blame you for it, because it's kind of the what would you
Out of curiosity, just because it's, you know, trendy, did Halo do a battle royale mode?
I don't think
'Cause, like,
so.
all the shooters have like battle royale, like because COD has battle royale now too, where like everybody jumps in from a helicopter, slowly the zone gets smaller. Like COD did that and introduced that, and it actually was pretty successful.
Yeah, I
you know,
think
I watched-
Warzone did
I
pretty
liked
well.
watching streamers play the COD one. Like, I actually didn't. I thought it was fun to watch.
Yeah, but I haven't heard a lot about the Halo one. I don't think it did Battle Royale, because I swear I would have heard about it, considering how
I was gonna say, I
popular
feel like
it's
I would have
been.
heard about it too if it did.
But you know, you never know, I guess.
Right?
When you're not keeping a specific track of it, and I'm definitely not a multiplayer gamer. I mean, I don't even fucking like talk about that when I do videos on that sort of stuff, because I personally believe that it's not really like a mark on the game's overall quality, the multiplayer, because I've always believed that, because there are aspects to multiplayer gaming that outside of the game itself can affect the quality of your experience. So I think that even just adding that into the score is kind of just way too subjective.
It depends on the game. Like, certain games are multiplayer games. Like, they are designed to be multiplayer more so than they are designed to be played solo.
Yeah, but if it's got
Like,
a
I
camp,
hands down believe that.
yeah, but if it's
And I mean,
got
there
a
literally
camp-
are games where there isn't a solo way of playing, like League of Legends and stuff.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But if there's a campaign attached to it, then you know, I can't be like, oh, this is designed to be only multiplayer, because that just sounds like a pedantic opinion when it's got a campaign attached to it.
I mean, yeah, so typically the campaign, so like, let's use fighting games for example, because
Sure.
a lot of fighting games nowadays have campaigns, but for the most part, most of the focus in the development of fighting games is still the multiplayer, because that's the big shiner. And those games like that, if you were to like critique them, I feel like you critique the multiplayer separate from the campaign. So like, campaign's one game, while the multiplayer is another game in a sense, right? So like, if I were to talk about what's, you know, is Street Fighter 5 a good game? The answer is, as it currently stands today, Street Fighter 5 is a great game with an absolutely garbage campaign.
I suppose there's some truth in that.
Because, like, the campaign is not very good. The plot is not that great.
But then
The
is it,
gameplay is pretty easy, like...
But then
but-
my additional question is that, I mean, I guess the ultimate answer for this question is that a review is subjective. It's always going to be subjective, so that's the point. It's like,
Right, yeah.
How do you even determine outside of it which side got more of the development time?
Well, typically, certain games are obvious, right? Like, fighting games? No, yeah. almost all of the development is like they'll straight up say in interviews that yeah, they spent tons of time with the multiplayer. But that's because like fighting games literally have a competitive like year-round circuit, right? Like Capcom Cup is a thing that happens with Street Fighter. New updates and stuff come out for Street Fighter, and it's all around the multiplayer. Like, they haven't added more to the campaign. Like, there hasn't been DLC campaign, but there's been DLC characters and stuff. And sure, they put in, like, little tiny, like, individual character stories that are, like, 10 minutes long, but when you put a whole character into a game and build them mechanically so that they have all this mechanic stuff, and then you give them, like, a 10-minute story bit, it's very clear the development is focused on gameplay balance with the rest of the roster with multiplayer in mind. But, I mean, that's fighting games. Like, fighting games are literally all about the multiplayer almost entirely.
I mean, it is
like,
fair. It is fair, Roxas. They're just shadows. It doesn't matter that there's 20 of them.
And they all got murdered by that guy.
Maybe
I forget his name. The guy.
Target?
It's the guy with the gun, probably. Oh.
Well, we were looking for Xigbar.
Okay. I just couldn't remember who the guy with the gun is.
Xigbar is more of an important character in the grand scheme of things than the other members of the organization. But that'll be up for you to eventually figure out when you go through the timeline on your own.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Xigbar is a weird one. I mean, I'm better than I was when I started. I mean, have you seen all the flips I could do? Xigbar, I could do a triple backflip.
Oh, another way I feel like of telling whether a game put a lot of money into the multiplayer over the other stuff is during the marketing of the game. Like, what are they marketing? Like, what are they showing off when they show off the game? So, like, fighting games, they don't show off the story almost ever when they're, like, you know, in pre-release footage and, like, demos. It's always multiplayer, right? Come to our booth and you can play against other players and play the game, right? It's not... The times where they have focused super hard on the story for the marketing, they caused the game to flop. See, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which flopped super hard and put a lot of, like... It put a lot of their marketing in their story, and their story was bad.
Yeah. Not a good idea.
The multiplayer of the game is actually pretty good, or so I'm told. I haven't really played much of it. I played the story, and that was like it. That game. Because they stopped supporting the game like 3 months after it came out, so I stopped caring, because I was like, I'm not going to learn the multiplayer of this game.
You're not going to learn it for a dead game.
If it's not going to get support.
Which I suppose is kind of ironic because people play the
I want more characters. I want more characters. I want more... Well, yeah, I mean, I'll play old fighting games that are, like,
that's what I was getting at. It's kind of ironic to say that when people are still go on about, like, the original trilogy games of Marvel vs. Capcom. I don't know which one
I literally still play Marvel vs. I mean...
I don't know if it's
the Pandemic and Parsec made Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Like, people were having tournaments online. Like, there was tournaments happening because of Parsec and Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So, that's cool. The one that's definitely been the more relevant out of the entire Marvel vs. Capcom series is Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Okay, so 2 is the one that people appreciate.
I mean, people appreciate all 3 of the original ones, but yeah, Marvel 2 is, like, the best one, because it's a broken mess of a game that's super fucking chaotic and fun because of that. To the point where it used to be at EVO, like, every year.
Is it kind of like a Melee situation?
I
love how this enemy is, like,
not in the same way, but yes. Yes, it is a game everybody loves and still plays for eons, but not in the same way that Melee is.
Melee was designed.
Well, like, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, like, I mean, maybe one day I should have you play it, but, like, you can literally see that they literally just were taking shit from other Capcom games, like, and just shoving it into Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
But
Like,
they didn't
there's character
translate it into a
models.
fighting
There's
game?
character models. No, they are, but like, there's character models that they took from other they took from other Capcom fighting games, because Capcom has like 6 different fighting game franchises. They would take models just straight up from the game and then just shove them in there, even though it like wouldn't look right. So there's literal playable characters in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 that don't aesthetically look like they should be in this game. Like, it looks like Mugen, almost. Where it's just like, yeah, they just took a character from this game. And it's because, yeah, they were just focusing on making the game fun, and they did. Like, the game is super fun. Is it balanced? Not exactly.
Not exactly is a pretty flimsy line.
It's not balanced. Magneto's fucking busted to all hell.
Stop standing on my face.
Magneto's busted to all hell, but like, I don't know. Sometime I should just like show you the roster to that game. One, it's a game that has like 80 characters in it.
Oh damn.
That came out in like 2000.
Back when games did not do that.
Yeah, it has an absurd roster, which is my favorite thing about it, because I like games with large rosters.
It's literally official Mugen.
Basically. It's so much fun though. I like that game. I didn't own a Dreamcast, and I don't own any of the systems it's on. So I've never played it because I don't really emulate. But like the time I did get to play it was I was in an arcade in Colorado.
You went to the barcade.
No, it wasn't a bar. It was like an arcade and bowling alley place. Like I don't know if it even served booze, but they would import games from Japan and stuff. Like, it was this huge building with like tons and tons of games, and they had a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet. I spent like 3 hours playing that for like $4.
Oh damn. That is a really long time for a fighting game.
Well, because fighting games.
I guess arcade games in general.
Fighting games eat your quarters by either having the AI be super hard so that they kick your ass and you have to put another quarter in, or by the fact that other players are supposed to come by, put a quarter in, and then you fight, and winner gets to keep playing the arcade. Well, the thing was, at this arcade, most of the people that were there and trying different games would try the stuff that looked new. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 doesn't look new. So I was sitting by myself in the corner of this arcade playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and because the arcade wasn't that hard for me, I would just beat the arcade over and over and over again with different characters for like several hours.
Oh,
so I'd get the whole arcade run of like 20 to 30 minutes with one quarter.
You played all the characters.
I didn't play all the characters, but you pick 3 characters at a time.
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's a team fighting game.
Yeah, I forgot that's the format.
Because Marvel vs. Capcom's a team fighting game. I was gonna say the two games I definitely, if I could ever own an arcade machine of, is Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Capcom vs. SNK.
Well, maybe someday you'll be successful enough to
or both, probably both. Well, I think Arcade 1-Up might be making cabinets. I don't remember. I'd have to look into it, because Arcade 1-Up's like $100 for a cabinet.
One of the small cabinets? Not like
yeah, it's like you have to like build it yourself. I don't remember how they work, but yeah, Arcade 1-Up they're like standard, not, I think they're smaller than like the official cabinets would have been, but they're not like so small that it's like miniature. Like you still like pull up a chair and sit down at the cabinet.
Oh wow.
So
apparently Roxas missed that. Hey, it's that night guy that we already killed 3 of.
Right.
Except
but I would
frost swords.
I would love to own Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Well, in the meantime, at least there's MAME for you, if you ever want to learn how that works.
Which game?
MAME's the arcade emulator.
Oh yeah, I've been told a couple times that I should get that by a couple people that I should try different arcade emulators, because I really love a lot of. I really have an interest, I should say, in playing specific old arcade games. Because I never, when we were young, arcades were already dying. So,
Yeah.
like,
Well,
they
we
were still
also lived
around,
around-
but by the
Well, we lived around
That
St.
too.
Cloud, but that wasn't a guarantee that it was going to get an arcade.
right. But yeah, because arcades were big in the 90s and the 80s, and I don't think we ever really had too much of an arcade around here. And then by the time we were like 7 or 8, and like by the time we would have been like chilling in the arcades playing all day, arcades were dead. So
Yeah, I think the problem was that the places that did have arcades where we lived was more like the kind of just the more generic arcade stuff, like
Pac-Man.
racing, skee ball, and pinball sort of joints.
but yeah,
Those are. I mean, those
I
are cool.
hear-
Those are cool.
I hear stories from like YouTubers and like people who did like competitive, like some of the old fighting game guys that are like big names in the competitive fighting game scene, and they talk about like the days where they would chill in the arcades and like play each other and stuff. And I was like, damn, that would have been really cool, like experience to just like go to a place and just like spend all day there and like just meet random people because you both want to play Street Fighter.
Would have been a good time.
It also would have made me better at Street Fighter because I don't really play Street Fighter against people, so I'm not very good.
Yeah. Practice, practice, practice.
Like, I'm good against people who've never touched the game, but like the second you see me play against someone who knows what they're doing, you see that I literally suck.
They bring their fight box and you get immediately disincorporated.
Well, I mean, I own an arcade stick.
Oh yeah, you do own a fight box or whatever it's called.
I don't remember the name of mine off the top of my head, but I do own a fight stick.
Because the reason that we played fighting games at one time was because you wanted to test out your fight box.
Yeah, I just got it at the time. So we played Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, if you ever wanted to see the literal definition of bumbling around, that was probably it.
I mean, yeah, you were bumbling around. I knew what I was doing, but
I mean,
which is why I basically bodied you every single time.
Well, to be fair, I don't think I had a 100% loss rate, from what I remember.
No, I think you would win rounds. I don't know if you ever won an actual match, but I think you would win rounds.
So yeah, I wasn't a complete loser.
Right.
Which, was better than what I expected.
I mean, if you ever want to learn, I can teach you what I know, and then from there we fight back and forth until we get better, because that's kind of how you do it.
I think if I ever wanted to invest time into doing that, it would just be Smash Brothers.
Okay, fair.
Which I would have to get used to playing it the quote-unquote legit way at that point, if I was going to be playing it seriously.
Right.
Which is definitely fair, considering later Smash Brothers, which just like kind of ramped up the bullshit items and the hazards to ridiculousness.
Yeah, almost every since like Smash 4 is like instant kill.
Yeah.
It feels that way, at least in my opinion, that almost every item in Smash is almost basically an instant kill nowadays, ever since Smash 4.
I mean, I definitely see your point where there's like the frickin' like Galaga item, which you throw it in if you're not paying attention, that just drags you into the ceiling, which is real
But the
bullshit.
Galaga spaceship?
Yeah, that's the line where I'm like, okay, this is definitely garbage.
Well, and then there's that like beetle that grabs you and just drags you up.
Yep. Just like, I definitely like my items in Smash, I like the chaos of it, but when it gets to that stuff, I'm like, yep, I definitely see why people don't like this. This is not fun. That's not even a good kill for the one who got the kill. It was like, I just threw an item, and I didn't even have to do anything.
I'm trying to remember I haven't played Smash in a while. I think there's like DLC characters I haven't even played.
Well, I haven't bought any of the DLC just because I couldn't really justify the cost yet.
I think the last DLC character I played was Steve, which was after Sephiroth then.
Oh, good. Symbol Monkey doesn't have any health. At least we're now getting the late game. The missions are kind of going a bit faster just because we're dishing out like all this damage.
Fair.
I don't know why this mission even exists. It's literally just break pots, and all the pots are right here.
The last time we had to break pots, there were like enemies inside some of them.
Yeah, that was the luck test. I remember that.
And like the enemies were fucking awful.
You mean like this one?
Well, no, because they would stun that because you spawned like 6 of them.
Because I broke all the pots first.
They would beat you to ever living hell. At least this one we have enough space to run away. Like you could literally just ignore this enemy, break all the pots, and then leave.
Oh, that's a
like,
good
even
idea.
If more enemies spawn, you don't have to kill them to be done.
Break all the pots. Lock on.
That auto lock on.
Well,
OP.
he also keeps teleporting, which helps in dealing with that. Because once he's temporarily gone, I get it back. So, got any cool plans for Christmas?
Nope, just chilling with my parents.
I figured I'd live vicariously through you if you were doing something cool, because Christmas for me this year is gonna be real garbage. Because I couldn't afford to do anything.
Oh, gotcha.
So
no, I got my dad like a t-shirt and that of a like famous wrestler he likes, and then I got my mom like.
Oh, we can just go back. Fuck those enemies.
Yeah, that's what I said. Just break the pots and then leave.
Oh, I love this game.
And then they got my mom some you know, decoration things she likes.
Yeah,
so,
I kind of.
And I think they only got me like something for my new apartment, and that'll probably be it. And then we'll just eat a meal earlier than normal, and you know, it'll be it.
I'm gonna be treating this one just like second Thanksgiving because, for whatever reason, my uncle decided to do both Thanksgiving and Christmas this year. I don't know how they talked him into that.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, for years now, Christmas and Thanksgiving have basically been the same. We don't do too much gifts in my family anymore, just because, I don't know, my parents don't really need anything, and I don't really need anything for the most part, so, like...
I mean, I usually like buying gifts just to flex my creativity a little bit.
I mean, I do also like getting people gifts. Which reminds me, because I have to get a gift for the white elephant for Adam's party still.
Yeah, I gotta do that as well. That's gonna be the thing. That's gonna be the thing that I'm spending money on, is just that. Because I agreed to do that like, I don't know, like a month or 2 months ago.
I mean, I'm not doing the Secret Santa. That one I said I'm not doing, but.
Oh yeah, I said I was gonna do that, but I never heard back from him, so I don't know if the Secret Santa is even happening.
I talked to him about it because I was curious. It sounds like not a lot of people have agreed to do it, so he's gonna send out another message after Christmas. It sounds like, and then depending on how that goes.
Hey Cheddar, it's that mission we looking forward to.
God, this is even worse because this fucking teleporter guys.
Well, I could kill them, but I don't care. I mean, I could.
Yeah, and then.
Oh yeah, let's talk about our Christmas whole plans. Just
But yeah, so yeah, he mentioned that not a lot of people said they wanted to do the Secret Santa. So he's gonna send out another message to see, because a lot of people just didn't say anything. Like they didn't say whether they were coming. They didn't say, like, they basically just never responded. So he's like, I'll send out another message, and then based on that, we'll end up seeing if we do the Secret Santa or not.
I mean, I kind of appreciate the things I said that I appreciate the old country, and I'm currently in my Star Trek binge. So anything that is outside of the modern shit that CBS is trying to shove down the fans' throats because it's all garbage.
I will personally think that this Emerald Serenade is not as bad, just because it moves on a really predictive path that we can kind of. It feels like he's easier to catch him. It's easier to catch up to him by just going the opposite direction. Well, the other one, I felt like we literally just had to chase him, like in a line. Like,
Yeah,
there was
it's
literally
not-
nothing we could do.
It's not
We couldn't come
aerial.
at him the way we did this way.
Plus, I kind of you thought it was kind of annoying, which I could kind of understand. But to be honest, like the teleporting guys are like helping and hurting half and half because they're kind of making
Yeah.
it a bit faster. Plus, I can do this, and I will kill this one for no reason. Fuck
You
you!
locked onto him.
Yeah, why not? I'm kind of bored. I want to hit something.
I mean, yeah, you gotta be careful so that when the dude comes, that you're attacking the dude.
I mean, that was the thing that I was kind of worried about when Adam said that Alexandra was a fan of Star Trek, and I'm like, in the back of my after he said that, I was like, oh god, I really hope that she was the fan of the good stuff and not this new shit, because she might only have seen the new shit.
I guess I don't know what the new shit is. I didn't know they were making new Star Trek.
Well, CBS tried to revive its television standing and brought in they brought in Alex Kurtzman, who's been doing a lot, but he's been doing a lot of apparently shit. I think he also was involved somehow in modern Star Wars as well, but I can't remember how.
See, my mind says don't chase him. Like, once he's past you, you just run the opposite direction that he's, like, his path. So you just, whenever you guys bump into each other, you whack him a bunch, and then you just keep running his path. Because if you run his path but backwards, you'll meet him earlier and earlier each time. Like, essentially, you're like, okay, I'll meet you halfway, and then you, like, go halfway with his path. That's my mentality for this fight.
Yeah, probably.
Is
should
to,
be
like,
leaning
run his
forward to
path
that.
opposite him, and whenever you guys collide, whack him a bunch.
I really wish
And then keep moving.
I really wish there wasn't like so many caprices. This seems like a lot. And then you also get that problem where if they run away and despawn, then they'll just get a full heal. Seems to be what they're doing. I mean, I'll go with that strategy. It seems to be the best way.
That's at least the one I've noticed that I think is the best. And then he's gone, so you're like, okay, cool, see you later in a bit here, and then you run the rest of his path.
I love how we're grasping at so many straws with this game that we have to say that this is not as bullshit as it could be for a mission. When people who probably haven't seen the other parts in the future are gonna be like, they think that this is good?
I don't think this is good, I think it's garbage. I think this is how you have to handle the garbage. And I think it's not as bad as earlier garbage in the same game.
Don't worry, everybody. Hopefully after the adventure games, if those turns out to be duds, I've got good stuff in the pipeline. We got good stuff coming. I mean, we
And
got
my
fucking
games are
Phoenix
good
Wright.
stuff.
We got Phoenix Wright, for God's sakes.
I was gonna say, my stuff's good stuff. I'm picking games that aren't garbage.
I'm picking the interesting stuff, and this is what I mean by interesting. This is what playing all those games for 5 years has done to my brain. But I have to justify it somehow. This is my justification. Cheddar's reactions to the games I like.
I'm still trying to remember all the games. I have like a very, very large list of things that I've been like, yeah, let's do that game. That game could be fun because it's I have the Danganronpa series. I have the Phoenix Wright games. I have New Snap, which we'll do after the first Phoenix Wright game. We're gonna go do New Snap.
Yep, I got my copy on my shelf quite a while ago. That was back when I was living in Kimball. That I ordered that in.
And then
I think the next thing I'm gonna...
I want to do Devil May Cry 5 with the meme cutscenes.
Yeah, I'll have to see how we're gonna be doing that because I'm gonna have to try and do an actual playthrough of that because I'm probably gonna capture for the bosses and do my usual
that
shtick.
and I was gonna say that, and if you want to see the actual cutscenes, you'd have to play it on your own because I want to do the meme cutscenes.
Yeah, so I guess I'll have to think about if we're gonna be doing it as a first or a second playthrough. because it might be one or the other. Wait, apparently it's a
You
shorter
probably
game.
want to. You probably want to do that. I mean, it's just as long as all the other ones. If not, I think it's longer. How many? I think there's 30 missions. I think
That is, well, I mean,
30. 30 sounds right. I think.
I guess
Well,
it's-
some of the missions are paths though. Like there's because there's multiple characters you can play as in Devil May Cry 5.
so
And I know
it's-
some missions, it's like choose which character you want to play as. And so if you want to, the mission's different depending on which character you pick.
So it's kind of what Castlevania 3 did for its progression.
Well, I mean, I think they're still numbered. Like, I think it's like mission 3A, mission 3B. Like,
Oh,
so
okay,
like when I
they
say there's
differ.
30 missions, I think there is still dead 30. Like, there's 30 numbered missions, and then there's a couple other ones. So if we'd go back and do those ones, like, I wanted to play as V, not Nero, or I wanted to play as Dante. You know.
And who doesn't want to play as Dante, the edgelord man?
Actually, V's the edgelord
I mean,
of the player characters in 5.
to be fair, like, the game I'm currently playing is my only exposure to Dante, and I would say that he's pretty an edgelord in that one.
I mean, yeah, I guess Dante's really wacky in comparison. Like, he's the guy who doesn't take anything seriously.
I mean, he didn't take he didn't die, but he didn't take himself getting stabbed with, like, a 12-foot sword seriously.
No, he almost always he jokes about everything.
He jokes about how
Nero
he's
is very
invincible.
similar to him. Nero is very similar to him. If not angry, I guess at times. But V is a playable character in 5, which he that's his first game. You'll meet Nero in 4. You'll meet V in
Wait, you
5.
said that V's first game was Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah.
That's Capcom for you. That's how clever they can get.
But yeah, so V's Devil May Cry 5's first. That's his first appearance. Devil May Cry 1 has Lady, but I think you can play as her in maybe one of the side modes, but you can't play as her in the main story. No, not Lady. Wait, is it? No, wait.
Is her name
Is it
literally
now?
Lady, or did she not get a name?
No, one of the characters is literally Lady, but I think Lady's in 3, not 1. What's the girl in? What's the Trish? Trish is the girl in
Trish,
1.
that's her name.
Yeah, Trish is the girl in 1. Lady's gonna be in 3.
I completely forgot her name because she was just in the
Lady
intro,
and
then she fucked
Virgil.
off.
Lady and Virgil show up in 3.
Oh dang! It jumped up again. We're only 30 days away now.
Nice. A month. We're in the last month of the game.
We're getting there. And hey, we've only been here for probably only 2 hours. And now here's the cutscene from Kingdom Hearts, where Sora gets completely depowered, and Goofy and Donald switch sides. Roxas fell asleep and cried, because his life is completely despair at this point. All he has to do is work. He doesn't have friends anymore. Because they keep leaving him behind! So yeah, Diary, what the hell was that about?
I dream all the time now, but I don't sleep well. I wake up tired every day. I guess that makes them nightmares, not dreams. Xion and Axel don't come to the clock tower anymore. I thought maybe if I got everything off my chest with them, I might stop having the nightmares. But so much for testing that theory.
Ah, poor guy. He's in the grips of his despair, and he can't do anything about it. Yeah, I'll definitely do that, Zigbar. How many points did I get? Oh, I won't even tell me how shitty I did at it. Hey, Xion, how's you hanging? I think I'm fine. I'm probably good for another 20 missions.
Probably good for another month.
Okay, we're gonna have to fight a big worm or something.
And team up with Xion.
Yes, we're teaming up with her. I forgot what the day was called. It probably wasn't all important.
I don't remember.
Hey, Xion, I'm really tired. My Keyblade. This Keyblade doesn't make me feel good anymore. He does his goofy smile. Are you serious? Level halved? That's the gimmick? Ugh.
What?
They halved my level for this mission because I'm having an off day.
Oh.
That
Well, it's a good
is-
thing we threw all those levels in the level triplers.
It's probably just like a flat half cap or something. But they're giving me like the enemies from like 30 levels ago, so it doesn't really... It just balances out.
Till we find the boss enemy.
God, how long has it been since we've seen a Scarlet Tango? Their gimmick is just that they throw fireballs, and that's actually manageable. Rather than just, they teleport me from across the room. Oh, okay. You better have some good loot in you, you stupid monkey! I love it when they frickin' make my control backwards. That's really helpful.
Oh, is that what that does?
Yeah, that's the confused status ailment that they have. Get out of my way, bitches! I don't care if I'm depressed today, I will kill all of you! You know what, I'm tired of this, I'm gonna just leave.
I was gonna say, why are we fighting these guys in the first place?
I thought that they would just be in the next room, I didn't think we'd have to fight everything. Is he even gonna be here? I feel like we
No, I
could've
think
gone
he's gonna-
another way.
I think he's gonna be in the tomb area if I had to take a guess myself, but you know.
Can I get
Or
over
the
faster?
cave.
Oh yeah, I can. I'm not really used to this. They don't usually have you like get the full range of the map. They usually just like shove you along with invisible walls. Okay, bitches, where are you? I'm here now. That's a solid armor. That's not even who we're looking for.
Oh, you're looking for a spiked crawler.
You gotta love the inspired names for the creatures in this game. What the fuck's going on here?
Hmm.
Maybe I smash all these, I get a reward? I mean, I've never seen this room before, so I gotta imagine it's where he's supposed to be.
Yeah, it looks like there's a door that's locked that we have to do something to unlock, maybe.
I can't get up there, so I don't even know why.
Go
that's
hit the
thing.
gold thing.
Sure.
That's my guess, I don't know.
Oh, you're right. I didn't see a prompt. I didn't think that would be the answer. Okay, so hit the boxes on the switches, and maybe that'll do something. I mean, I obviously need the boxes to get more boxes. Because this is a puzzle like games apparently still like doing. Box pushing puzzles. Box pushing puzzles for a game in 2009. Square Enix, what the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, I could definitely, considering Final Fantasy, I could say that a lot. It's just Square Enix, what the fuck?
I don't know. Final Fantasies. At least I understand the plots of Final Fantasy games.
I suppose that's fair. Not as complicated. They could mean anything. Like the world's ending, and you gotta go find the magic stuff to stop that.
I liked 7. That's the only one I think I've finished, though.
Oh, you don't have the time to dump 80 hours into a Square Enix RPG?
Actually, I think I beat Final Fantasy 7 in like 40 hours, or not even. Maybe 30. It was surprisingly quicker than I thought.
Even when you had to shove 3 discs into your PlayStation?
I didn't own a PlayStation, I have it on Steam.
Oh, you bought
I never
the
had
PC
to. I
version.
never had to switch a thing.
Because back in
And
the day,
9's got a speed up button, like built into the Steam version. There's literally a speed up button, so that kind of helps with that.
Oh, that's why there's 4 boxes. I need to frickin' have a box. Wait, how do I get the box now? Did I just fuck myself?
Hit the switch, hit the gold statue again, maybe it resets it.
Yeah, I think I did the puzzle wrong. I mean, official emulators sometimes do that, because emulators do that. Just speed up the game. Okay, so no fucking around. We need to have all the boxes where we need all the boxes. Keep this, what was the answer? Keep one of the, well, obviously the answer is just keep one of the boxes down there.
Let's put all the boxes on the lower level. Because the door's on the second level, not the third level, so you only need to be able to get back to the second level, and you have to just hit all the boxes down.
This is what I get for trying to do it the fast way. Just with these crappy games, they're not gonna give you that option. Xion, why don't you help me hit these boxes and stop just standing there, waiting for me to do all the frickin' hard work?
I feel like these box puzzles wouldn't suck as bad as you could just push them like in other games instead of having to hit them but awkwardly. Because, like, imagine if instead of, like, hitting it and watching it slide forward a little bit, you could just, you know, push it at a steady speed.
Or if it's like Pokemon's bullshit boulder puzzles and, you know, you hit it once and then it goes the entire direction in one direction.
Yeah.
Instead of having to hit it 8 times. Did Pokemon ever stop doing that, or is it too much of a cliche for them to stop?
What, strength puzzles?
Well, strength puzzles, ice puzzles.
Let me think.
Did they replace them with better puzzles?
Well, so there's still some strength puzzles, although a lot of... So they've started... HMs aren't really a thing, right? Instead, they found other ways to do what HMs are, so you'll get, like, an item that summons a Pokemon, so instead of taking a party slot to do it, you don't need it. I'm trying to think if... Most of... I'll state that most of the game... they just don't, like, for the main story progression, they just don't put a lot of those puzzles in front of you anymore. And instead, like, optional side stuff, or, like, TMs and stuff are the things that you get for doing that stuff, but if you decide to just not do it, you know, you can still beat the game. As for the ice puzzles, I think a move into a 3-dimensional space, they, I don't think they did any ice puzzles since they moved to a 3-dimensional space. Like the sliding ice puzzles, I think they stopped doing those.
Well, we found our man. Beat the giant morning star.
But there's still strength, or there was. I'm trying to remember if in Sword and Shield, what there all is other than, like, surfing over water, and I think that might be it. I don't think there's any TMs of any kind.
Oh yeah, did they finally consolidate all the water HMs together into one thing? Because back in like Gen 3 they had 4 water HMs.
Well, so what they ended up doing, I think if you hit him, he spins faster. And thus doesn't slow down. Like, I think you're re-spinning him by hitting him.
Well, fair enough. I guess we'll just go wait and then we can talk about Pokemon. Which is,
But, so... Yes, I mean, they got rid of HMs. So HMs just don't exist. So, like, for example, Sun and Moon...
Or Xion could just insta-kill him and we'll go be end of the day.
Cool. But yes, in Sun and Moon, they had this thing called Pokemon Ride, which was this device you got that would summon, like, these specifically trained Pokemon that would do things. And so, like, you summoned a Machamp to do Strength, you summoned a Charizard to do Fly, you summoned a Lapras to do Surf, you summoned a Sharpedo to do Surf plus Rock Smash. Like, there's these rocks that you have to break through. In order to break through them, you need to be, but it's on the water, so you need to be something that can surf and break the rocks. They did Tauros for breaking through rocks, which essentially was just Rock Smash. And then I think they did Stoutland as the item finder. And that was the first game to replace HMs, I think. Did Gen 6 have HMs? I think Gen 6 still had HMs.
Okay, so it was a recent change.
Yeah. Because in Gen 6, I think you still... X and Y, you still needed HMs. They had Surf. They had Waterfall.
Ugh.
They had Fly.
I mean, at least
The
Fly
thing
is
with-
useful.
I was gonna say, the thing with the HMs is, for the most part, I don't think they're needed. Like, in Gen 6,
I think
in
outside
Gen
of
6, in order to progress through the game, I don't think you need anything other than Surf, and then maybe Waterfall at the very end.
Yeah, I think that outside of Gen 1, I'd probably say you probably never needed, like objectively, you probably never needed to have HMs because you could have just turned them into items at any time. And they
Like,
would've
what I
been
mean
better.
is, the player doesn't need to use them, is what my point is. So in Gen 6, in order to progress through the story and beat the game, you only need to use Surf and maybe Waterfall. That's my point, right? So even though you get Rock Smash, you get Strength, I don't really think you need to use them. You might have to use Strength and Victory Road, actually. But, like, a lot of them aren't needed anymore. Kind of like, you know how Whirlpool in Gen 2 was a TM, but, like, you only needed Whirlpool to get access to the Whirl Islands, which you didn't need to go through to beat anything. It's just if you wanted to go catch Lugia. Right?
I don't remember catching Lugia.
So in Gen 2, there are these islands that are blocked off with a Whirlpool, and Whirlpool was an HM in that game. And what you did is you used Whirlpool to get rid of the Whirlpool so you could get into the Whirl Islands to go catch Lugia. But that's not needed to beat the game, right? In order to get all the badges and beat the Elite Four and all that stuff, and stop Team Rocket, you just play through the game. So you never needed to use Whirlpool. You can go through the entirety of Gen 2 from, beginning of the game to end credits without using Whirlpool. You don't have to teach anything Whirlpool. Essentially, the farther you get in the series, the more Whirlpool HMs there are, right? There's more TM or HMs that are not needed to progress through the main plot. Gen 5, I'm pretty sure in Gen 5, I think you didn't need that many TMs to get through most of it. Basically Surf, it was the only, eventually it got to the point where you just kind of needed Surf, and then, like, maybe at the very end of the game you needed, like, Waterfall or, like, Strength.
Oh, I just wanted to point out Xion's stern face because it's kind of kind of cute
Oh, yeah,
and
well.
goofy. I worry about you all the time. So, Xion, currently right now, Roxas is getting tired, and he's not using the Keyblade as well as he used to, and now they're kind of teasing each other about, you know, now Xion's worrying about him, but he used to worry about her.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that Axel didn't have to beat you up that one day. Well, yeah, he's my friend, even though he beat me up. We had a fight over the fight he had with you. Like, come on, that happened like a month ago. I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. Well, he attacked you! Like, can we go back to that? Well, why are you here, Xion? I mean, why were you with the imposter then? You were there for a reason. He didn't brainwash you to be there. Xion, can you be more understanding of the fact that I'm conflicted between the two of my friends? Axel's busy, and he also doesn't want to see us. So yeah, you know, I know we discussed it before. We gotta eventually get to, like, Pokemon Black Nuzlocke at some point.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I think will be interesting. We get to see N try to be all, like, morally gray and attempt
I'm
to
trying to
tell us that
remember
story.
what HMs you need along the way. And Gen 5, I think you only need Surf. Probably. And maybe not even Surf. Like, at least in Black and White 1, there very well might be a route, like, everything has bridges.
Well, that's a good way to circumvent the water problem.
Yeah, like, my only thought is, like, Victory Road. Like, I can't remember Victory Road of, like, any game specifically enough, other than Gen 2's Victory Road, to, like, know off the top of my head which HMs you need where in Victory Road. So, like, Gen 5, my brain says you might not need any HMs to beat Black and White 1, and then I think you might need a couple to beat Black and White 2. Like, I know you need Surf in Black and White 2, but I don't think you need Surf in Black and White 1.
Yeah, we might want to table this for later when we're doing bullshit, because I think this might actually be important.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
So, Xion's asking Axel about Roxas's, you know, he's not using the Keyblade as well, and now he just said, ask yourself what's doing that to him. That's a line. Ooh, they just dropped the hammer on her right now.
I don't even know what that is. Alright.
Oh, just laying it all on the table right now, huh?
Ah, thank you, Axel. Thank you for saying you already knew you were a replicant and then explaining what replicants are to a person that should already know what they are.
If he's getting weaker and you're getting stronger and your purpose is to replicate him, that means you're getting too much of him in you. So stop it.
Huh.
Turn off your off switch. Are you gonna react to the fact that he just told you you're not a real person?
I thought he stated that she already knew that, though.
Well, he thinks that she should have known that. I don't know if she thinks that yet.
I don't know. If I know you.
Well, at least Axel's being nice about it and saying, hey, you're real to me. You're my friend. I'm not gonna kill you, except for that time I totally owned your face.
But you didn't kill her.
Well, yeah. I
It was
just know
just
your
like-
weak points. She's taking that very well. She spent an entire year as her own, like, person, and now just telling her straight out, no, you're a replica. You are a robot.
I saw a boy today that looked like Roxas. Is it Sora?
And Zigbar's hanging around. Why does Zigbar care?
I don't know. Something to do. I feel like, you know, working for the organization gets kind of boring.
The program. The one that we put in her head. Oh, Zigbar's just reporting it to Xemnas. Like a good doggy dog. She was supposed to remain faceless this entire time, but we fucked up. The vessel of something.
I assume the vessel of, like, Kingdom Hearts or something?
I mean the vessel for the memories.
Maybe.
That's what she's already doing. All three of the devices will be operable soon. What do you want done with Roxas? And then Roxas will turn into a rock. Xemnas in his ivory tower couldn't give less of a shit.
He's literally like, have either
Oh, so he's...
Xion take all of the power, or have...
Okay, so...
Or have Roxas kill
So
Xion.
So the whole plan was that they developed this convoluted plan because they wanted to get I think essentially just get Sora on their team.
Okay, can I point out the fact that why did they have to make Xion in the first place? Because Roxas, before they made Xion, would have just been the... Like, their point now is, kill one of them so that we have it all in one spot. It's like, okay, but if you never made Xion, wouldn't it already just all be in Roxas? Like, what's the point of making Xion if you're just gonna kill one of the two? Like, why did you make a second one to begin with?
Well... I could come up with a reason, but my reason still doesn't make 100% sense, because...
Exactly! Convoluted bullshit!
Well, I was gonna say that maybe the reason was because Roxas was in such individuality on his own, but Xion got introduced to the story
Hold
like
on,
a
you're
week
lagging.
with...
You're lagging.
Oh. Well, let me check OBS. Oh, God.
Okay, you're not lagging anymore. The game stopped lagging, and so did you.
Okay, I think we're good. It just looked like it had a lag spike for a second. But
Yeah, they've been happening off and on, and I've just not been saying anything because I'm just like, whatever. But this time you were saying something important when the lag spike happened.
But anyway, the reason why I... Okay, that's a weird... Why would Zigbar care? Okay, so she's duplicitous. He's just being a stereotypical jerk. Oh, did we talk to you yet? Oh yeah, we did. You gave us the elixir. But the reason that seemed to make sense to me was maybe Roxas was showing too much individuality and they couldn't control him as well. But the problem with that reasoning is that Xion got introduced to the story like a week after Roxas showed up and he was still in a zombie state, so that still doesn't really make sense as why Xion needs to exist.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so we're looking for Zaldin in Beast Castle. Which means we're probably gonna have to go over the whole thing with a fine-tooth comb. There's gonna be kind of a problem because Beast Castle is a pretty big level.
I don't know, I'd just go check the ballroom.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea to start with.
I'd be like, alright, which room in this game would be the one the designers decided to put him in? Mine was like, the ballroom. Let's look there, and if he's not in the ballroom...
Hey, look, you're right.
Bam! Who would have fucking guessed? Oh, wait, it's Belle. Hi, Belle.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, we're actually meeting another character! Belle hasn't been in the game yet, I don't think. I think it's always just been Beast when we're here.
Maybe this window can help me with my love problem.
Oh no, it's been Beast, Lumiere, and Cogsworth while we're here.
The Beast's always been acting strange. Why are you saying this now? Because he's trying to kill him.
Okay, so that tells me that we should head to the beast room.
And I have no idea which wing that's in, so I'll go.
The other one, the other one, the other one, the other one.
Or never mind.
Or never mind.
I don't know. Maybe he's possessed by a heartless. Irony. I mean, I know he's out of sorts, but he didn't warn about the stranger. No one would be so foolish, not unless he had 6 spears. Oh god, we're getting back into Beast Castle stealth. Okay, so he's not here. We're finding all the clues, but we're not finding where Zolden is.
My mind says maybe around the beast bedroom, which I think is this way.
I've found bad dogs. Is that getting us closer to what we need to find?
But yeah, beast room should be that way. That door.
So, have you been able to spend any more time with the good old Paper Mario this week?
Nope, I haven't played Paper Mario in a while.
Still stuck in the desert, then.
Yep. And then I also haven't played Bug Fable or whatever it's called.
The unofficial Paper Mario. That's still good.
Because I ended up starting Spirit Fair instead, and that game's really fun and an emotional ride.
That might be one to put on my list because I heard the same thing. But isn't it like city management or something?
No, it's no, kind of. I mean, to me, it's like Animal Crossing, but sad.
You don't like people dying in Animal Crossing, and that's who your people are?
Well, like, so you
spirits.
build a little. What ends up happening over time, like, you gather resources by like chopping down trees and like mining ore, and then you use it to build like houses and stuff on your boat, and then you kind of Wind Waker around to different places.
Give them your resources, so they'll give you people.
Well, to get resources and to find spirits, and then because the spirits, you know, you have to build a house for them, and you have to do this, and you have to have a, you know,
you have to be their landlord.
You have to have a kitchen. You have to have a kitchen. You have to have a smithy, right? And so, like, just kind of like each thing leads to more progression. Like, oh, I need to build this thing, and then by building that thing, oh, now I can do this, which means I can now find this spirit, and then this spirit's gonna want me to build this thing.
Yeah, you don't have to pay attention to this. This is boring mission shit. But anyway, that's, you know, like, that game sounds perfect for my side. The boring-ass gameplay to do all the time, but it has a good story underneath it.
I mean, I like the gameplay, but I like Animal Crossing games.
Nah, we'll just start chopping down trees.
But yeah, it's kind of like a base building. I wouldn't call it like city management more than I just call it like base building kind of, and resource gathering. And then you're exploring this world by Wind Wakering around and talking to characters constantly, and there's a lot of like symbolism and like kind of apparent. I think the source is the art book, because like some characters, like I've met them and I've gone through their whole journey, and I'm like, what? So like I have to go look up what it meant.
He's talking nonsense.
Because it's not that they're talking nonsense. It's just that like I feel like I didn't necessarily get enough clues to piece it all together. But I think the games at times are trying to be cryptic. And that's part of the appeal, is you have to kind of figure out.
What could this possibly
for
mean?
For example, very early on, there's a character who her entire shtick of what she talks about is her struggle. She talks about struggling with dragons and all this stuff about
And obviously
dragons,
it's
dragon this.
depression.
It's cancer, actually.
Oh, wait. They
Um,
already have a game called that Dragon Cancer. What are they doing?
But
What are these guys up
she
to?
she mentions her fight with dragons, and it's revealed that in the real world she died of they don't ever say the word cancer. Like, you have to piece together that by what she's talking about with dragons and how she's referring to fighting dragons and how they take a lot out of you and it tires you, and like you have to figure out that dragon is cancer. Like, anytime she says dragon, you could replace it with cancer and it makes sense. But the game never goes, yeah, it's cancer. Like, the wiki says it's cancer, and I think it's because the art book apparently talks about these characters, and the art book says it's cancer. So, like, it's cancer, but like, I'm curious if I'll be able to piece them together. Because I accidentally spoiled myself on the cancer one, and then I've only read one other character. I did piece together one character's, but also theirs wasn't as hidden. The
one that hung themselves because they were too sad. I would imagine. In
no,
this
I
sort
think
of
they
world,
all.
there'd be a lot of
I mean, maybe.
well, not
I don't
a
know
lot.
how everybody died, but yeah.
The one that got murdered by a mob hitman. Well, I mean, it's everyone. It's all spirits, so they can't all die like just by something that's like, something that's family friendly, like cancer.
Well, I mean, family friendly.
Hey, death isn't family friendly.
I will state they're spirits because you're in the spirit world. They were people on Earth at one time. It very quickly becomes apparent that, oh, gotcha. This person wasn't always a deer person. They were a human.
They were more boring.
So, well, it becomes clear when you meet characters who claim to know you. Like, one of the characters you meet whose story I haven't finished yet says they're your uncle. You're a human. They're a frog. Like, clearly they're not clearly your uncle wasn't a frog, and it's because in life, which also implies, though, that you must have been alive at one point, and that you must have died, and so there's probably a story to your own character, that I don't know yet. Because you play as a girl named Stella, who at the very beginning gets the job of being the Spiritfarer, and then you start bumping into a bunch of spirits, and both the tutorial, very first spirit, the first 3 spirits you meet literally all know you. Because, the first one's a friend, the second one's your uncle, and the third one's your aunt. Different aunt, not the aunt that married that uncle. And so it's very clear that the first 3 characters know you.
It's getting
Other
very
characters
personal in
mention
this
that you're
underworld.
familiar. What was that?
It's getting very personal in this alternate dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just tooling around trying to find our thing to do.
Did you go the way that Lumiere and Cogsworth were?
Oh yeah, that'd probably be a good place.
Because that was the last, solid hint we got.
I don't know, I went to the other wing and I thought that he'd be there, but then Beast just yelled about how someone told him that Belle was gonna betray him, and that didn't go anywhere.
Oh, this is just a dead end.
It is a dead end. But it's got a bunch of sergeants in it.
What did the Beast, when I was talking when Beast was doing stuff, what did Beast say when we looked into the room?
Beast said that Belle was gonna betray her, and he didn't believe it. And then I went to the secret passage because I was just trying to find places that I haven't been to yet. This is definitely a great start to the mission block.
Fun, yeah.
I have no idea where you're going. Check the entire map. Go.
But yeah. So Spiritfarer has been fun. I only cried once so far, so.
I mean, I've only done that several times in my life, so I'd be real interested in that.
I mean, there was this particular spirit that hit home for me.
I mean, the one time I almost had that feeling was a moment in Kingdom Hearts 3 that was directly related to this. Because, like I said, I got really into the Ice Cream Trio, so I had a pretty big connection to them.
Gotcha. Did you go to the bridge?
Yeah, I did. There was an item there.
Okay.
I'm confused. Also, I'm also getting hit by ice cubes. Maybe I need to pull up the walkthrough.
How do we get to the second floor of the ballroom?
I think we run around one of the wings, and then we can get through a door there. Wait, I've already been here. Wait, the other wing was a dead end. That's not gonna help.
Because my thought is maybe we can get to the second floor of the...
This is why I would really appreciate those missions that just block off all this unnecessary crap so that we don't have to deal with any of it.
Right.
Secret passage. I don't know if this is gonna lead us to where we need to go. I am just really glad for the glide ability because I do not want to fuck around with any of this. Well, just walking, essentially. Did I just go?
Oh, that's just looped here.
Oh, fuck.
I remember there was something we did. That just goes to the beast room. We've been there.
Actually, yeah, I think I remember where it is. We have.
But if I recall, there's a way to get to the second floor of the... Like, to enter into the ballroom on the second floor, and, like, maybe that's what we have to do.
I'm willing to believe it because, at this point, I'm kind of out of places to go.
But that's, like, the only area I can think of that maybe we haven't been to.
Well, if that's not it, I'm gonna frickin' pull up the walkthrough and just get where we need to go. Because I am tired of this. Maybe this door? Oh yeah, here we are.
But it didn't do anything, so... Huh.
Well, I'll be back in a couple minutes, people.
Fun. But yeah. I've only released 3 spirits in Spirit Fair, and I think there's like something like that.
At least I can check how many missions we got left.
Hey, I like Spike!
Hey, perfect timing. Come on, load up. What are you doing? Oh, it's probably has something to do with the lag spike. Duh. Let's see. We've got... Looks like we've got about 11 missions left.
Okay, but where's Alden?
Oh, I thought
The
you
real
wanna,
question.
I thought you want to know that.
I mean, I do, but I also want
so
to find Alden and just be done with this.
We need to search the door at the end of the west wing, the ballroom in the east wing. After this, go back to the portal, and he'll be there, apparently. And that's apparently the whole mission.
So we've already searched everywhere, we just need to go to the goddamn portal.
That's so dumb.
Where the fuck is the portal? How have we not been to the portal?
It's because it's outside, and that room's huge. At least I'm pretty sure it's outside. Oh, that's...
He's literally standing there, we can see him. God damn it.
I should have looked. I'm an idiot. Zolden, what the hell? They sent me to find you, because you apparently have been here for 10 hours. Sowing the seeds of discord. I don't know what they're gonna try and prep at this point, because after this block, there's only 6 missions left, so there's no game left after this. Are they, like, setting up Kingdom Hearts 2?
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe they are. Because I know that... Well, I don't know if I'm gonna bother doing it on my side, but if I don't, I'm just gonna recommend that pretty close to this, just boot up Kingdom Hearts 2 and play the intro, because I think you'll appreciate it a lot more after seeing all of this.
Gotcha.
I mean, if you haven't already, I played Kingdom Hearts 2 before I even saw any of this. And a lot of it...
I've only played, like, the first hour or 2 of Kingdom Hearts 1.
Because I will tell you, like, I've been around the whole block with this franchise, and if you play everything it has to hand, it makes a lot more sense, and it becomes a much more cohesive story if you actually do all the side stuff rather than just playing all the console releases.
Nonsense.
I mean, I appreciate that in the creator, that, you know, he keeps everything, like, equally important. Like, just because this game's on the DS doesn't mean that he's not gonna put plot important shit in it, and you have to play it if you care. Because he put the important shit in the games that people aren't meant to care about. So I appreciate the whack job who's at the head of this ship, whoever he may be, who is somehow keeping this convoluted mess of a train wreck of a frickin' franchise in his head straight. Because it cannot be fucking easy. Do you guys release hearts? Am I supposed to kill you?
Yeah. The only things that don't are the things that,
the shadows?
essentially the shadows, yeah. The things that don't have, like, any color to them.
Ugh, these guys are gonna do that thing where they just teleport out of existence, and I'm gonna have to fight them 7 times because they just keep full healing themselves. Maybe I should focus on the caprices because those are gonna make this even harder. Come back here, you fucker! Oh, fuck! Oh, this is gonna be fun. Can't keep in one place. They run away, and then you have to chase them. Because they don't just despawn and keep their health, they respawn fully healed. Why do they do that? I teleport right next to them anyway. It's no different. Oh, you guys who look exactly the fucking same as the gray ones, all you do is just constantly teleport right behind me so I can't fucking kill you. Makes you running away so much harder. But if I can keep up a fucking goddamn combo. Why am I not collecting any fucking hearts from you jerks? This is gonna take forever. Especially when you guys despawn. Stop despawning.
Yeah, that's Mission Blues. But yeah, I don't know. Game's good. Play Spiritfarer. I like it. I'm definitely gonna go beat it. There's definitely some interesting spirits. I just met a new one that I think is he's kind of funny.
It's gonna be real dark when he dies. Because
Probably.
the Goofy's guy is gonna have the worst death.
Well, like, yeah, it's like he must have been like a mafioso
Oh, is
in
he
life, because he's a spirit that's 2 people. So there's
Okay.
a bull, and then on the back of the bull is a tiny hummingbird.
That is
The hummingbird,
that's pretty
the
interesting.
hummingbird's the boss. Like the hummingbird's the one that talks. Like one of the first interactions is like, "Don't look at him, talk to me. I'm the boss." And apparently they're brothers, so like one's the muscle and the other one's the face of the operation. And the hummingbird is the only one that talks, so the bull doesn't talk. I'm waiting for the bull to eventually talk or something,
I
but
was gonna probably say his bull smash or something dumb. I can't imagine he's an intellectual powerhouse.
well, because he's not actually a bull. They were people, so like I'm expecting him to like his brother to be talking, and then for him to speak up for himself or something. One day or something. Like, I don't know, but we'll have to see. But I just picked them up.
So that's the first thing, that's the only thing he said to you is, hey, talk to me, I'm the character.
Well, it was more like, yeah, don't talk to him, talk to
fuck
me.
off, I
I'm
almost
the
killed
leader.
you! Fuck you.
And that was, yeah, and then I saved and quit, so, because I was tired from that game, because right before getting them, I let go of the one, I finished the one who made me cry. right before I met them. So I was like,
Holy
I'm
shit.
exhausted.
Well, here.
That's a shadow,
That's
so that's
a
not gonna
shadow.
give you
That's not
hearts.
gonna be worthwhile. Kill the guy who's next to him. I'm really surprised that the fucking guy who has that much health and is probably that big of a threat is not fucking applicable to this goddamn mission. It's really surprising. Well, what's really surprising is these fucking jerks and their despawning bullshit. I hate.
It's because I think your attacks push them around, and then you end up pushing them into the areas where they want to despawn, and then they like back off and then despawn.
Maybe you're right. I should probably
So you have to be like,
battle like that.
you have
to
to
keep
like
them
push them
contained.
back to where they were.
As long as
I
they
guess is
freaking
my
don't
thought.
fly around. High potion, which we'll never need. Well, apparently we can't get into the mazes. Except for this maze. I wish I had something more interesting to talk about, but like I said, I'm kind of doing Sonic right now. And that's just a
Gotcha.
platformer.
Yeah, I'll probably end up buying myself a game for Christmas or something on Steam, because Steam sales, and then I won't
Yeah.
finish Spiritfarer because I'm always starting something new and never finishing stuff.
But not even when it's got the grippingest story ever. The one that
I
actually
mean,
makes you feel something.
I actually am probably like going to finish Spiritfarer, not gonna lie. The characters in that game, I really like them so far, and I'm curious to figure out the story.
I mean, it's so rare for me to play a game that actually made me feel something that, I wouldn't let that go.
True. Not too many games have ever made me cry. Lots of games have made me feel stuff. Not very many games make me cry. But, I mean, no, I've
Anger,
had games that make me
frustration,
sad
horror.
or happy. Like, I get really invested in character stories. So, like, there's a lot of video games that have done stuff. But I can't think of a game that made me cry. Life is Strange had some moments that I think got me super close.
Yeah, I mean, if a game somehow becomes, like, relatable, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, I think I think Spiritfarers will get me close a lot of times, but I won't relate.
Let me...
But the one person, the one spirit was just kind of too relatable.
Damn it, you're my actual
so-
grandma. Stop it.
No, that's basically what it was. I'm not kidding you. 'Cause the spirit had a lot of similarities to my grandmother.
She was literally named the same. This is too unfair.
No, she wasn't named the same. But she was a sheep farmer. And she's what my grandma was. But, like,
Too real. A person with an actual job.
well, there was just some weird connections to the fact that, like, oh, the way they died is very similar to how my grandmother died. And then on top of that, there's just other similarities to my grandmother that just were by coincidence. Like, I'm sure a lot of people's grandparents, that character is relatable. And
Yeah,
they
they
do try
probably-
to make that character very grandma-like.
Yeah, a
But
lot
then
of
there was
people were-
other things to this character that were meant to be just things they just did. Like, oh, she's the one that teaches you about sheep. And it's
Sheep.
like, but like, to me that was more relatable because that's what my grandmother did. She had sheep.
I mean, that's definitely going to be fair. It's going to be a lot of relatable to people because that's the generation that lived when farming was still economically viable for people to
That's
do.
also true. But I mean, there's people whose they might connect to that character because of what happens to them. But I had the extra.
Okay,
I
let's
had
get the
extra
fuck out.
connections that not everybody
Fuck
would necessarily have.
yourselves. I want to do the absolute minimum and get the fuck out of Dodge because this place is the worst.
But we'll end up seeing because I have like 12 more characters to see die.
And then you get to the credits and it
Or
says...
to learn how they died.
And then you finally get to the credits and you'll see your name. Thanks for the inspiration for this character. And then it'll be like, whoa. They stole my real life likeness of people I know. At least considering the mission, we actually killed all the enemies in this room, so we actually get a free ticket.
Hey.
Hell yeah. And Roxas had a day to himself. I don't know if we're actually going to be hitting all the missions on this one. They actually might have removed some of the optional ones because this block was supposed to have 5 missions in it. We only have 3 on the list.
Unless we get a couple in a second.
Maybe it's that thing where we're supposed to do like the optional things with the organization members and they unlock the other missions, but I am not able to do that. Because I haven't done the thing that he wants me to do. So hell, we might actually get a free ride, and it might actually be optional for once. Thank you, 358.
There was another level. You had another level to put in. Yeah.
Oh, how did I not notice that? It's because I'm excited to get through this. This is the last block of missions we have to do. Everything else is going to be single, so I guess I'm just excited to get, you know, to the good stuff.
What time is it, though?
It's almost midnight.
Because I'm starting to, like, nod off as I'm sitting here.
I don't know, maybe the next intrigue will get you back on track. Somehow.
That, or we might have to save a big finale.
I mean, I'd be okay with that. We'll be able to get, like, the flashy...
Like, finish this block of missions and then do the last line as a finale.
Hey, it's this mission again.
Oh my god. I forgot about pick up the medallion missions. At least, like, this one is not as bad because it's flying. Like, flying to pick these up is not as bad as jumping around a map.
Maybe Square Enix's creative team is, like, tired of this bullshit as much as we are, and it's like, just do this, we're done, I just want to get this over with.
Except for the fact that, like, the last level was dumb, because it was a bunch of itty-bitty things we had to kill.
And also there's a dragon that's running around at warp speed that's not doing anything. It's like, watch me fly around, I could do a trick. Roxas, look at me, I can do this. Look, I'm doing a backflip. That's okay, Phantom Tail. It's great. I'm
Also another leg spike. I feel like the leg spikes have gotten more frequent.
Well, I don't know, maybe the internet's unhappy today.
Maybe.
Hey, look at that. That was like a 45-second mission.
Hey. And we got 4 Kiraga recipes.
I'll definitely use them in the alternate dimension where I cared. Wait, we're going to 352.
Alright, we're all on 352 now.
We're on the last week. So yeah, just tell me when you want to cut it and, you know, we can make that call.
After this cutscene, probably.
Oh,
or right
Xion's
now.
gonna destroy everything? The intrigue's getting so great. Okay, fine, we'll cut it after this cutscene.
Are you?
I guess it's not gonna be fun to see the finale of this
Sora's
when
fine.
you're tired.
Sora? You know Sora?
Yeah.
Sorta.
But I actually know the real Sora.
That's just my response every time I hear someone say Sora.
You saved me, but I
Sorta.
don't know why. You did.
No one in the story knows who Sora is because Sora's in a box.
I just felt like it.
That
Thank
seems
you,
like
please.
it's Riku's attitude
Tell
all the
me more.
time.
He's edgy.
Sora and that girl
Well, he
was
just
always
does
there.
things because he wants to.
You mean Kyrie?
What do you know about Kyrie?
That's right.
Oh yeah, you're filled
She's
with his
the one who
memories.
looks so much like me.
Just
Do
Sora.
you?
To me, she does.
Special.
It's
I
just-
hands down when I first
I
saw
remember
Xion, I was
things
like,
about
oh,
the two
that's
of them.
Kylie.
But I'm nothing more than a puppet.
Oh,
Something
so
that
she knew a
somebody
long time
created.
ago that that was the
Yeah,
case.
that's how
Why
he
would I
Axel
know?
made it sound like Xion.
They are memories.
because that was why you were built.
Do you know where Sora is now?
That secret stays with me.
Which is correct.
Why's that?
Because if you know, you're gonna tell the organization
Your
somehow.
memories.
Then they're gonna
They
kill
really
him.
belong to Sora.
So you mean I'm like a part of him?
Everyone's a part of it.
Oh, anime
His
bullshit.
memories were scattered. Some of them
Well, I mean, in this
How-
case, it's literal.
found their way inside.
No,
me.
yeah, it's just, this is so fucking
Sora
anime.
has been put
Yeah,
to
your
sleep.
entire memories are just another person's memories. Like, you don't see that shit in Western stories
Yeah,
either.
because part of it
No,
isn't
you
for
don't.
me. That means
Like, this is the definition of story elements that I call just anime convoluted crazy crap.
If you go with me to Sora right now,
I mean, it gets so
You get the memories
stereotypical that
inside
the
you
stereotypes themselves are the plot.
so.
Fair.
Do you hate me for taking your friend away from you?
What?
nah,
Trying to be edgy, I don't know.
I guess
I guess she's trying to be
I'm just sad.
up. I can't think of the word for it.
I'm
Stubborn,
sorry,
but that's not the right word.
but I can't go with you. It's my friends.
I have an identity, and you can't take that away
Just
from me,
like
Riku.
you have friends, I have friends.
And that what makes us friends too. That we
You should
both
take
have
some time and
friends.
Think about it. Figure out who really needs you more.
Are you trying to convince her to kill
And
herself?
where you belong.
In a
How
sense.
will I know? Where
It's
I
for the
belong?
greater good, Xion.
Truly.
The organization doesn't need
I'm not
14
sure.
members.
I can promise you I'll come up with the right answer.
Well, the answer
Organization
is
13 doesn't need 14
just
members.
be right for you.
Then we'll have to change all of our branding.
It has to be one
They didn't, though.
that works best for everybody.
We were going to. We just needed to wait till the end of the year for tax reasons.
Well, good thing they did, because they became Organization like 5.
Oh, that too.
Thank you.
There is no more
'Cause-
organization.
Just half the members died in the first like 20, 30, like after like the first 7 missions or something.
This seashell will give me the strength to make this decision. Xion, don't kill yourself. You're too adorable.
And she said she has to go make the most of her time that she has, so she's got to go mac on Roxas.
Yeah, Roxas is too dumb-headed to fall for that. She's gonna be like, let's go for ice cream again. But Roxas, I want to do more things with you. No, we have to do ice cream. It's in the contract.
Roxas is too dumb.
But Roxas, we could be more than just friends. But what about ice cream? Ice cream is more important.
Ice cream's my girlfriend, Xion.
You can't tear us apart. I've had her for 300 days in a row.
Also, he still hasn't given that winner stick to goddamn Axel.
I'm holding on to it
That's
as an
gonna
artifact
come
of
up.
our friendship.
That's gonna come up in this last week. The
Why
goddamn
does Sykes
winner
give a
stick.
shit about how Roxas is doing? I have a feeling Sykes is setting him up for something.
Yeah, Sykes is gonna try to fucking murder us.
I mean, he knows. I mean, he knows everything, so he knows that he's not shipshape.
Yeah, and they mentioned earlier in the meeting, alright, either we kill Roxas, or we kill Xion, because we only need one, even though we got ourselves 2.
And obviously, Axel's trying to convince him of the thing he already knows about, but he's too stupid to see through this. Even though it's really, really obvious. God, the organization's brainwashing is really good. They actually convince Roxas to kill himself accidentally. You're an assassin all the time. Why do you even care that I'm getting this little kid killed? I mean, it's a fake friendship, Axel. Okay, let's read the diary and we'll just
Do you need someone killed? I'll kill for them. One exception, though. I won't kill kids. That's her Axel, essentially.
I feel so tired, almost disconnected from my entire body. The dreams are getting real
dreams,
strange.
guys.
Now I wake up with
Now-
water on my cheeks and I don't understand my body. I don't know
I
how
don't
it
know
even
how
got
to-
there, but I think there's something really wrong with me. He really doesn't understand his
I'm
puberty.
leaking oil.
Today I was teamed up with Xion. She seems to be in a lot better shape than me for some reason. We had ice cream, but we didn't do that for a while, so it was weird. I had another dream.
I had another dream. My head feels heavy. I want to have ice cream with Xion and Axel again.
That is exactly Roxas's character in one sentence.
I want to have ice cream with Xion and Axel.
My entire life revolves around this friendship that I'm trying to hold together, but it keeps breaking apart when I'm not looking at it.
Alright, save it. I'll fall asleep.
Fair enough. We'll call the stream in 2 weeks the final week. It's probably gonna be perfect. Because everything's gonna start breaking down, and hey, we even got a new save box with Xion's face.
Nice.
So yeah, hope you're enjoying the intrigue, getting all ready to blow apart, and we'll be seeing that in a couple of weeks. Probably only be like an hour left in the game, maybe 2, I don't know.
Until next time, we have another murder to figure out. And by that I mean, are we still trying to figure out the...
What do we have left on the table?
Did we figure out the... Did we finish the samurai murder? Did we completely finish that one, or are we on, like, the end of that one?
No, we reached in Phoenix, right? We were working on the second mission. We cut it off because we were doing a short stream that day. At where they twisted it around and said that the other guy was in the suit of armor who was being... I think he was either being killed or he was being massively wounded. And
Oh yeah. The guy who got killed, who when they found his body was in the villain outfit, turned out to be the guy that was actually in the hero outfit. That's what it was.
So they did a big twist that I didn't see coming, and I think we're going to be going to the second area to find the rest of the answer.
Yeah, we have to piece together the secret of what happened like 5 years ago or 10 years ago or whatever it was with this guy, like with the victim, to figure out what happened.
And personally, I don't 100% like, I can't call it from the get-go, even though I'm sure it'd be like, you know, they set up all these these really obvious details. Like 5 years ago, the studio started running out of money. This guy was their star character, and there was an incident, and obviously that has something to do with it. Even though it's kind of, I guess it's kind of formatted or assembled that it doesn't seem like that's the case.
Oh, so I don't think the incident is something you can guess because I don't think you're given enough hints. I think you can piece together who killed him by now.
I guess
like,
I guess I find it really hard to believe that it has something specifically to do with the incident 5 years ago, because it was 5 years ago, and I feel like everyone probably should have moved on by now. And, like, new things have come up to cause this murder.
No, I mean, you'll see. We'll get to that murder next time. And then we'll get started on the third murder.
So yeah, join us next week. We're finally on our regular schedule and be doing longer streams now. We'll have an entire hour of additional content for you to enjoy as we deduce episode 2 and 3 of Phoenix Wright's dopey adventure.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's actually episode 3 and 4 because the tutorial counted as an episode.
Oh yeah, that might have been the case. For some reason, I can't really keep the episodes together. There's only like 6 of them in this game because there's 5 cases. Yeah, because the first case was the Larry Butts one, and that one we didn't do any investigating in that one. We just did the 1 day of court to teach you the game, and then the second one we did was Mia getting murdered, and then we're on the third one, which is the Steel Samurai or the Steel Samurai. And obviously the killer was Grandma because she couldn't handle her love for the character who died. Yeah, she really liked the actor who died. So yeah, join us next time for more shenanigans as we continue to figure out and reassemble our schedule after every